All right. The new rumor says that Zack Snyder and Christopher Nolan are going to bring back the Snyderverse. I don't know. And I believe it. I don't know. Saudi Arabia apparently is going to enter the Warner Brothers race. Is that going to happen? Box office results are in, and the numbers are interessante. Carla Brigante. Let's see what else. There's Tom Cruise got an Oscar, and we got our official look at Zelda. So those are some of the stories, if not more. I had almost a disastrous weekend, but it turned around a little bit. And I did see Wicked for Good. I disagree with John Roca's friend's tweet. So John can decide. He holds this guy up here. And I said the complete opposite. I ignored it like it was a fart in the wind. So we'll discuss that and more. So I'm going to play the intro. I'm going to see if I have enough time to shut my fridge door that I left open. And here we go. This is the Kristian Harloff Show with myself and John Roca. Here we go. As soon as I hit the intro or find the intro. There's a lot of things going on right now. Welcome back to the show here, ladies and gentlemen. It is Monday on the Kristian Harloff Show, and joining me on this Monday, as always, is John Roca. What's up, Mr. Roca? How are you, sir?
What's up? How are you doing, everybody? Happy Monday. I'm a little washed out there. Let me correct my lighting a little bit. But yeah, happy to be here. Okay, we'll talk about the Wicked thing. Again, not my opinion. So tell
I know
David,
it wasn't. I know.
Tell David Jordan in the chat. It's not my opinion, you dunghead. So we'll figure it out a little bit later on what the truth is. But yeah,
we will. We'll see. And I'll tell you because
warning you now.
But I'll just tell you right now, going into that about the weekend itself. So
what happened?
Well, it was a disaster, is what happened. I will tell you that now. I'll tell you afterwards. Because I don't want to ruin the story. So we go to the city a little early. I took the family with me to see Wicked for Good. So we went to AMC Lincoln Square is where we went.
Nice.
So we went early and we ate at this diner that was out there. It was nice. We had some eats. The little one was craving a hot dog. So she got a hot dog at this diner and loved it. It was a good little diner. It's been there since guy told me 1962 or something like that. So I'd been there for a long time. So then we got there a little earlier to the screening, and my wife was, I think, she's shopping at one of the stores, and so the two of us, the three of us, sat down, and I got the kids popcorn. We're ready, and I was like, "Oh, good, this movie's only 2:15 because the last one's 2:45, and I just watched
right
2:15." So I said, "All right, let's do it." So we watched the movie. I'll get my thoughts on it in a little bit, and so we finish, and we got to catch the train back, right? So I'm like, "All right, do I have enough time? I got to shoot my out of the theater reaction." Do that. And during the movie, my little one is like a sweets addict, right? And she took some of her Halloween candy with her, and so during the movie, she's like, "Dad," she's sitting next to me on purpose because she knows she's sitting away from my wife. My wife's going to give it the shutdown. So she hands me over this thing, and I'm like, "Okay, enough for that." So I take my keys and I open the thing, and I'm like, "All right, here you go." So then end of the thing comes, and the reaction, I shoot it. It was a really cute reaction. They popped in at the end of it and said, but then as I'm walking, we rush into the train. I realized it had no sound. I don't know why. The reaction had no sound. And I was like, I have no idea why. I did everything normal. We did the same thing again. So I go and we're at Grand Central. So I started shooting it there. And I'm like, all right, it's coming out good. Right as I'm about finished, the audio for the train guy blasting right into the thing ruins it. I'm like, and I try 4 different times. He keeps doing it. I'm like, so I go into the side, finally get it done, get on the train with enough time, make it back 40 minute. Right. So that's where it gets interesting.
Okay. Oh, that's where it gets okay. All right. We're more. Let's go.
Worse. So we get out now. Remember, the little one usually goes to sleep around 9:15, 9:30.
Okay.
It is a late night for her. So it's around 10:30 already. And we knew it was going to be a little later.
Right.
So right as I get off, it's like Ralphie from Christmas Story, I lean down on my knee and I go, fuck. oh. My wife goes, what's wrong? I go, I am 99.9% sure that I left my keys in that theater.
Oh no.
And she's like, no, you put it in your bag. I'm like, I didn't. I opened up her fucking candy and I put it in the thing and I left my keys there. And she's like, no, you got to check. So I'm checking and I dropped my car at the station where it was.
Yeah.
So I'm like, no, I have to stop looking because I know that I left them in that cup holder. I know that I did. So we then go, and then now it's a disaster. Now because I don't have my car key. My wife did not bring her keys with her.
Right.
So we are now, I don't have my keys to my car.
Your house.
What?
Or your house.
Anything.
Right?
Anything.
Right.
What? Fast forward real quick. We get a reveal after this that my wife did have my car key in her purse, but did not realize it. So we took an Uber anyway. Could have taken the car home, but it doesn't really matter.
Gotcha.
So we get back. I'm climbing up, John. I'm on the roof trying to get into it. I'm like, no, the good news is my house is a sealed zone. Can't get into it. But I'm like, if I keep trying, I took a ladder. I stole the neighbor's ladder next door. He left it out, grabbed it. My oldest is holding it for me. I'm like, I can't die tonight because the angle I'm at, it would have been over for me. I don't care how much I've been in the gym or not. My body's not going to do the things that Spider-Man would need to do in order to get into this house.
Yikes.
So we had to replace the lock.
Right.
Which is horrible.
All right.
In general, cost me
expensive. Yeah.
Pretty penny. Yep. It wasn't great.
Nope.
But it's replaced. So then I said to my wife, I'm like, I'm going back tomorrow morning to that theater because I'm trying to call AMC.
Yeah.
I'm calling them. They're not picking up the automated system. I can't get through.
Right.
So my wife goes, there's no world where your keys are going to be there. It's a massive theater.
New York is no world.
It's a huge theater. There's no world. I'm like, I have to go.
Right.
So 9:30 in the morning, I wake up. I go. The first showing's at 10 o'clock. So I get there at 10:10. I walk in and here's this woman. And I'm like, all right, here we go. I'm like, come on, let's go. I'm like, I'm either going to leave here in a really good mood or I'm going to be fucking pissed off and have to replace everything. Right. So I walk in and here's this woman and I tell her the whole story. She's like, okay, it's tough. People lose stuff all the time, but let me check. So she calls up Sarah's to see, and she calls the phone. She's like, they said they found keys last night. She goes, but I don't want to get your hopes up because people lose keys here all of the time.
Wow.
So I go, I understand. So she's like, so she calls up, I'm waiting. And this is a huge theater. So I'm waiting. The anticipation is killing me. And I'm waiting. I'm sitting there waiting for it. And finally, this woman comes down. She's got these keys in her hands. And she walks over. And there's this heart keychain on it. I'm like, this is not good. My heart sinks. I'm like, that's not it. I look, I go, those are the keys. She's like, oh, no, these are mine. I'm going to check the back. All right. So she walks out. And here they are.
Oh,
and I'm like,
nice.
I said, this is my favorite theater. And I tried to find the usher who found it, and I didn't know who found it because I wanted to give him a reward. I was in that kind of mood. So, and I said, all right, I can't give the usher, but I will buy concessions for people next time I come in here just to do it. Because an AMC Lincoln Square is now my favorite theater because honest people. So the guy could have thrown it in the trash.
Totally.
Could have just, somebody else, but he or she did the right thing,
right,
and did it. So that's my story.
Oof.
So I was in a good mood. So at least it would have been a big loss if I had to replace that lock, and then also lost my keys. So I know apparently they just dropped the live action teaser from Moana.
Oh,
yeah,
wow!
But I'll just watch it afterwards. Anyway.
Yeah. Well, listen, we're getting older. Yeah. So, we forget things. That's just kind of how it goes. So I've trained myself now because I hear you. I've trained myself now to pat my two legs and whatever other pocket I might have to make sure my phone, my wallet, my keys are in there because I've left my phone in movie theaters 3 times over the last year.
I did that recently, but caught it quick. Caught it quick because it was for Running Man. Actually, I caught it quick because but like I don't do that because of what you said.
Yeah.
But I was off my game because I had my family with me.
Yeah, of course.
And we're picking up like things that they bought and the kids trying to pick up the shit from the kids and everything. It was just, and I'm trying to get to the end of the theater reaction. People have to go to the bathroom. All that. I'm like, I wasn't able to balance it in the way that I normally do. And it was my fault because I was just treating it as a normal kind of, the way that I do it.
Maybe if you'd gotten your reaction, like if that had gone off the first time well, you'd have gotten to the mental process of checking for your keys quicker.
Maybe.
But
a
lot of things conspired for you to be in this.
Yeah, maybe not. I don't know. Either way, it was like, it was. But look, as long as I got them, it's fine. Because everything, my whole entire life is on that freaking thing. I could have replaced it, but it would just been a pain in the ass. So anyway, AMC Lincoln Square is now one of my favorite theaters of all time. So jumping into Wicked, man, Wicked. For good, I can't. I think there's still a review embargo, so I'll just give my my thoughts on it.
Yeah. Quick reaction.
Look, I when I saw the first one, I think I told you I liked the first one, and when I rewatched it with Sam recently, I enjoyed it a lot more. And I've seen it with my daughter, and I really appreciate it for what it is. And maybe it's just what I look for, right? Because, and I said this in my out of theater reaction. This one is less fun.
Yeah, this one's darker apparently,
but I don't mind that.
Mm-hmm.
I like the emotional moments and the beats all the way through. My little one who loved the first one, she's like, I liked it better than the first. My wife liked it better than the first. I don't know where my Vivian, who my oldest is kind of. She said they changed things in the play, added stuff, but things that they added, not took away, which she was happy with.
Gotcha.
I didn't know. I like the way they tied stuff into the Wizard of Oz. I like the overall just. The building, I like Cynthia Erivo a lot more in this one than I did in the last one.
Wow.
Because I think they gave her more to do in this one. So she's just like she's. I mean, look, the singing is, you can't match the singing. Right. Her notes are incredible in both of them. But in the first one, I felt, and I hate to say this because I hate when people say it, but I felt like she was acting in the first one. Erivo. In this one, I feel like she just embodies. She's great, and Ariana Grande, who really shines in the first one because of the comedy. There's comedic moments, but it's not like it was in the first. First, if you like the lighter, more fluffy, fun stuff, then I think you're going to like the first one better. But if you like the emotional kind of character-driven stuff, I think the second one plays. I disagree with your friend 100% that that people aren't going to be nominated. People will 100% be nominated for this. John M. Chu will be nominated for Best Director. There might be some best. Cynthia Erivo will be nominated for Best Actress, and I wouldn't be surprised if Ariana Grande gets Best Supporting.
Yeah, I mean, I pissed off some section of the Ariana Grande universe yesterday because I tweeted out that it was cute that Gold Derby and Hollywood Reporter and all these people think that Ariana Grande is odds-on favorite to win, not just be nominated, to win.
Going about win.
And I was like, come on, what's her face in Weapons? I mean, Amy Madigan, to me, that's my odds-on favorite right now. So I just thought it was hilarious. And some Ariana Grande person grabbed it from her fan page and then retweeted it and got all kinds of hate for it. I'm like, I said she was great in the first one. What are you all talking about?
And you haven't even seen the second one, so you don't know.
Exactly. But
but I saw your friend's tweet, and
Eric's tweet. Yeah, well, Eric, listen,
completely different pages.
Eric's a gay film critic. I trust Eric about musicals 1,000%. So if Eric says he's disappointed, but I'm also going in with an open mind. I like the first one. I didn't think I would like the first one, and I really enjoyed it. Never seen the musical.
Yeah.
So I'm curious to see, and I'm seeing it tomorrow night. I'm curious to see if I like it. And you saying it's darker, you saying Erivo gets more screen time, that excites me about seeing the
definitely.
Movie.
She like the second she shows up, it almost feels like a superhero film in a way, and not in a bad way. Like just because her entrance. It's like the way that they build it. And there were certain things that I was curious about with the tie into the movie, and I'm like, how are they going to do that if the movie does this? And I was like, they did it very well. Because I'll be honest, I didn't go into it. I'm not the person that you're gonna be like, oh my god, he's gonna really enjoy this one. I'd be like, it was fine, because it wasn't even in my top 10. The first movie, everybody was raving about it. It was fine. It's fun. This one I just thought was really solid. I like the more character driven stuff. That's just my taste in general. What I like better. So we'll see where you land. We'll see where you land. Anyway, what do you guys think about Wicked for Good? Whether you're a fan of it, not a fan of it, put your thoughts in there. Let us know what you think. Okay. We got so many stories with this
do it
Snyderverse thing. We're going to talk about it in a second because we have so many of these stories. But before we do it, I've told you about Nutrafol Men Ridge. John, if you're looking for presents for people, I got Ridge wallet for you, because those big clunky wallets, they just don't do it for me. So check out Nutrafol, check out Ridge. Right back. Nutrafol was a game changer, man. I remember when back in the day when we first heard about them, Brett and I were like, all right, let's try it. Man, oh man, love Nutrafol. It's been so beneficial to me, confidence building. And I will tell you right now, you will love it too. What is Nutrafol? Well, Nutrafol is the #1 dermatologist recommended hair growth supplement brand, and it's trusted by over 1.5 million people. So you can feel great about what you're putting into your body, since Nutrafol hair growth supplements are backed by peer-reviewed studies and NSF content certified, the gold standard in third-party certification for supplements. Adding Nutrafol into your daily routine, it's simple. You purchase it online. There's no prescription required. It's automated deliveries and free shipping. It'll keep you on track. Plus, with the Nutrafol subscription, you can save up to 20%, and you'll have access to free one-on-one doctor consults to support you on your hair growth journey, and a Headspace meditation membership. It's included. So if you want to see thicker, stronger, faster growing hair with less shedding in just 3 to 6 months, use Nutrafol. For a limited time, Nutrafol is offering our listeners $10 off your first month subscription and a free shipping when you go to Nutrafol.com. You got to enter that promo code Kristian. Find out why Nutrafol is the best-selling hair growth supplement brand at Nutrafol.com. You spell that Nutrafol.com. Use the promo code Kristian. That's Nutrafol.com, promo code Kristian. Getting a Ridge wallet was a game changer. I think the big, chunky wallet was the worst. It was like a giant, crusty leather brick. It's just kind of like falling apart at the seams. Well, Ridge, I've been telling you about it. It's unique. They have the slim, kind of modern wallets, and Ridge took their game-changing wallet and made it even better. You can look at that Ridge 2.0. It's the most refined version of the Ridge wallet. It's been perfecting the wallet for 12 years. And everything's better with the Ridge. It's 10% lighter, which is cool. Every gram matters in the Ridge wallet 2.0. They found the perfect balance, is what I like about them. They made it more modular with improved cash straps, money clips, and the AirTag attachment. There's an improved surface design with tonal logos and matching plate cash straps. I like the Yankee one because that's what they got me, and I dig it. And it's so easy. I love it. Just look at that design. They have over 100,000 5-star reviews, and it's proof that Ridge is a gift people love to receive. It's not just about wallets, too. They create premium everyday carry essentials. They have key cases, they have suitcases, and they're game-changing power banks, all built with the same sleek, durable design. You can find the perfect gift for every wish list. Give the gifts that stay out of the junk drawer and find their way into morning routines, travels, and adventures. I'm getting my brother this. I hope he doesn't watch this because he's going to know how to get him, but that's what I'm going to get him. And for a limited time, Ridge is having their huge Black Friday sale. Head to Ridge, RIDGE.com to get up to 47% off of your order. It's by far the biggest discount that they're going to give all year. That's Ridge.com for up to 47% off your order during the biggest sale of the year. Now, after you purchase it, they're going to say, hey, where did you find us from? You say Kristian Harloff sent you. Support the show and tell them that we sent you. Thank you. I'm not even kidding you. Ridge is the way to go. Ridge and Nutrafol. I'm telling you from Nutrafol, and thank God you guys have been listening because Nutrafol's back. They've been back, and hopefully Ridge comes back too because they are really, really solid. I like them a lot. John, did you see this this rumor, this report, this Snyder? And I see that smirk. You probably think it's horse duty, but let's read it nonetheless. We do this.
Let's do it.
Let's just do it. For me, I don't like when people do the whole, well, you don't know if this is going to be true yet, but what if it is? And if it comes down and you didn't cover it. So sniff a fart if you don't like that we're covering it. Zack Snyder, Christopher Nolan, and the Saudis are set back to bring the Snyderverse, says cosmicbook.news. Now, take that as you wish. On the eve of the anniversary of the theatrical Justice League release, our insiders have reached out with major updates about Zack Snyder, the sale of Warner Bros. Discovery, and what is now being described as a full-play scenario for the return of the Snyderverse. Warner Bros. Discovery is officially up for sale, and it's no coincidence that Zack Snyder has been posting nonstop DCEU images and liking fan content on Instagram that compares the performance of his films to James Gunn's struggling DCU projects. The timing lines up with what we have been told. If the Warner Brothers is sold, James Gunn will be out as head of DC Studios. This comes from the same insider who told us Daredevil Born Again was going to be completely retooled months before the Hollywood Reporter confirmed it, exactly as we reported it. It's the same source who has been accurately filling us in on the WBD sale and Zaslav's plans before the trades caught up. Track record speaks for itself. Snyderverse in full play for a return. Regarding DC, the message from our insider is clear. The Snyderverse is back in play. fully. That means Zack Snyder is returning to DC, not just for one-off Elseworlds, but for an actual revival of the universe that he started. We're told that Christopher Nolan is also part of the plan to return as executive producer. Nolan, who backed Snyder on Man of Steel and helped shape the original vision for DC before WB derailed it with studio interference. According to what we have been previously told, it was also Nolan's decision to hand over DC to Snyder. Now, while Snyder has publicly said he wanted to end his DC career with an adaptation of The Dark Knight Returns, we're now told that the impending sale of Warner Bros. Has shifted outright, and he's pivoting towards restoring the Snyderverse outright. If that happens, it implies the return of Affleck as Batman, who publicly rejected working with Gunn's DCU after its announcement, and Henry Cavill as Superman. Fans remember Cavill's widely seen interview with Josh Horowitz confirming his comeback, only for Gunn to immediately upend it. Gal Gadot has also been visibly active supporting Snyderverse posts. None of this is accidental. Even Ezra Miller is making some sort of Hollywood return. Now the Saudis in the driver's seat. We're told that Saudi Arabia is now the front runner to acquire WBD. According to our source, they're in the driver's seat with the $1 trillion fund. And here's the critical part. Zack Snyder already works with the Saudis. So Snyder and the UFC partnered with Saudi Arabia's General Entertainment Authority, chaired by Turki Akalish, to produce Sprawler, an upcoming Snyder film that he's directing, co-writing. The Saudis trust Snyder creatively, and he is already tied directly into their entertainment expansion. Our insider says this is exactly why Snyder has been highlighting his Snyderverse work on social media. The signals aren't random. They're building momentum. Told that Warner Brothers as a whole is also signing massive new deals with the Saudis, including Trump and figures connected to Trump's circle, like his son-in-law, Jared Kushner. The kingdom wants major entertainment assets, franchises, and major theme park IP. Snyder and the UFC have partnered with the countries, that makes it possible that Snyder finishes his saga with Nolan involved as exec producer. Okay, so let's see. The source also confirms the Saudis want a massive Universal Warner themed park. Full restored Snyderverse lines up with that ambition. A Warner Brothers acquisition gives them everything: DC, Harry Potter, Lord of the Rings, Universal, and more. Okay, so and then it continues on to this deal that potentially Saudis are.
Yeah,
the next one's in. So lot to pack it right there. Yeah. There's so much. All right, we read some of it.
Yeah.
What do you think when you hear of?
Oh, I think there's a lot of things to consider in this report. Look, Matt's stuff, a lot of it I just kind of take it with a grain of salt because Matt's not always off. It's not often right, in my opinion. But these things are interesting because I've been hearing from Jeff on the hot mic for a few weeks now that he doesn't believe the Paramount's going to take WB, and he talks about Saudi Arabia interest. And why wouldn't a country who is trying to essentially wash their crimes from the past through sports washing move into the entertainment world? It just makes all the sense in the world. So I think parts of this are true in that Saudi Arabia is interested. I mean, the Comcast CEO met with Saudi Arabia last week or something like that, or a few days ago. And so the idea of them coming together with a bid for Warner Brothers makes all the sense in the world. The idea that they would go towards the Snyderverse and reboot all that, I just think that's a danger on so many levels. It's such a slap in the face to James Gunn. Of course, Matt, who has a particular interest in bashing James Gunn, says struggling James Gunn. There's nothing struggling about James Gunn. Nothing. There was the sequel, the finale, Peacemaker season 2. Yeah, it didn't come off great, but people love Superman, broke all kinds of viewing records on HBO Max. People are excited to see what's next. So it's nonsense. There's a small pocket of the fandom that's upset about Gunn, but it's not big enough to overturn things. So I just think it would be dangerous to make this kind of change now and go in this direction. You talk about Saudi Arabia being in charge of some of these franchises, that unsettles me. That bothers me, considering their track record. And so, again, Kristian, we're coming to a world where you can no longer remove politics from anything. Everything's connected now so much. And I'm not trying to open up that door, but
no, it's a fair conversation to have when it comes to this. Yeah.
The other side of it is, and I got throwing it back to you. I mean, this seems like if Snyder did this, it'd be such a slap in the face to a fellow creative in James Gunn. If he's been doing these little posts and tweets and pictures and stuff because he's building up the anticipation for it, and he just took a photo with James Gunn, recorded an animated episode with James Gunn, to kind of turn on him like this, I think is an asshole move. So I have to believe, because I like Zack Snyder and a lot of people like him who work with him, that he wouldn't be doing this. This is just for fun right now. But I don't know. It just seems odd that they would even open the door to this. What are your thoughts?
It does. But here's what I'm going to start with first, because you didn't hear you touch on this aspect of it, because I think you touched on all this stuff really well.
Yeah.
The Nolan side of it.
Oh,
right?
yeah. I don't buy that. But
here's why I don't buy it. Probably the same reason you don't.
Yeah.
What's his deal with Universal?
Yeah, right. Exactly.
Like, if I'm Universal, like, why are you getting involved with the Warner Brothers thing where you were just like, I thought we stole you from your ex-girlfriend.
Yeah, right.
You know,
exactly.
It's like, what are you doing? You're going
Why
back.
Are you taking the calls? I thought it was over. Yeah.
Like, what are you doing? Like, it makes sense when you think of how it all ties together. It's not like, wait, why would Nolan get involved? It makes sense. I just don't know why he would do that and say, like, unless he's so close with Snyder that he's like, look, this is the other thing to consider, as what you're saying, with if he is working on a deal like this, and how it would be not great, which I agree with. Yeah. As far as like, if he is close with Gunn, the question is, how does he really feel about how everything went down? Right.
Yeah.
If he felt like, look, this thing got away from me and they took it from me, and and we all agreed that he got completely what they did to him during the time of his tragedy.
Yeah.
And the way that they kind of replaced it, it was disgusting. What they did to him was disgusting.
Right.
So maybe inside of, and then he had to go through what he did with the Snyder Cut and all that.
Yeah.
But without publicly saying anything, knowing the way deals go down, he's like, okay, I never wanted to step away from it, in the way that Henry Cavill didn't want to step away from it. And if he was like, okay, there's a way for me, if Nolan was like, hey, you got that job and you're doing that stuff with the Saudis, and he's like, hey, Chris, listen, I'm working on this thing with the UFC and with the Saudis over there, and they are really serious about buying Warner Brothers, and they will bring back my stuff, and I'll have free reign to do whatever I want. That starts to go, what do I do? Like, call how close am I with Gunn? And what do I say at this point? Now, if the Paramount side of things, if it was Paramount, I thought Gunn would be safe. And I said, that'd be silly for them to do that. Saudi's got no dog in the fight. We don't want to do that. We want to bring on Snyder. We like him better. That's our thing. And they're not going to care if we're like, hey, why'd you do that? We don't care. Because there will be people who push back against it no matter what, and might not support your product. But the question is, what do they think is more important, or will do better rather? Yeah. You know, I think that there's a lot of stuff that I love Man of Steel.
Yeah, me too.
I really enjoy Wonder Woman minus the ending, but I really enjoy it. I like the Snyder cut of the Justice League very much so. There were things in the Flash that could have worked, right? Mm-hmm. There were things in there that are working. The audience was not supporting that storyline and timeline, right? Because if they were, the way you could have kept that going is when Gunn and Safran took over, was to go support Aquaman 2 more so than what it did, to support the Flash and to support Shazam 2. That would have forced Gunn and Safran's hand to continue it. If those would have been, they would have been forced to, because they would have left too much money on the table.
Yeah, all those characters, all those actors would have stayed in the DC universe in some capacity if those films had been successful. Yes, 100% the truth. And I think with the Snyderverse,
Aquaman 2 did not make over $1 billion. That is
not.
That is incorrect.
Aquaman 1 did, but
that was a long time ago.
Yeah. And the thing is, people forget BVS didn't make $1 billion. That's the reason this whole thing happened with Snyderverse, is BVS did not do well. Right. And yes, they tried to shove that in. They rushed it or whatever, but it didn't do well. So all the Snyder bros who were going crazy saying this is going to be the way to make all this money, where were you guys when the BBS came out? Like, clearly the fandom did not show up. You guys might have showed up, but not enough of the fandom did to get it across the line to $1 billion. And a Batman versus Superman film should absolutely make $1 billion. So there's these things that you go like, well, maybe we're looking back on the Snyderverse with this kind of fuzzy, fuzzy nostalgia that it was this incredible thing that misunderstood. No, the public responded to it and went to the things that they wanted to go to. It's just that the Snyder Bros became this loud thing. Then they got their Justice League, which I thought was great, to be honest. I do and love that, and I love that they got it. And I love Snyder's approach to DC stuff because I like the dark stuff. But in the end, not enough people came. So the same arguments people are making against James Gunn, you can make against Zack Snyder for his Snyderverse. So if this happens, it isn't like all of a sudden that these films are going to make $1 billion. Because what if you do pull this move, you screw over James Gunn, you make this happen, that movie comes out and it makes $500 million.
Here's the question. Well, maybe so.
Yeah.
But my question is, it seems like that the Saudis, with everything that they're buying and the comedy shows and the WWE stuff and all that, you can't even say FU money. It's like it's money like, oh yeah, we bought that thing for $1 trillion, whatever it was.
It's Apple money on steroids.
On steroids. Yeah. And so when you say, oh, we just got note that Zack Snyder's movie cost $200 million to make, and it only made 400. Like, okay, it made 400. What's the next one? They very well might be. Right? We didn't make any money on it. Yeah, but we own Batman.
Right.
Like that's the kind of money that you can have. Like when you're Warner Brothers now, you need everything to be performing.
Yeah,
okay. If you have that kind of money, like the theme parks is another part of it. Like, okay, great, but we're gonna deal with theme parks. There's a lot more that comes to it when you have that kind of money.
Right.
It's not doesn't mean that you should just do stupid business, but it just means that okay, we like working with Zack Snyder.
Yeah.
I don't know. There is a lot of merit to the report, because minus the Nolan thing, that's the only thing to me that stands out. I just don't understand why he would get involved in this, unless he's just so close with Snyder that he just wants to help his friend out. But I just think that we can stay inside of this story here is that the fact that the Saudi Arabia is entering the mix here, this takes my thought of, okay, Paramount's going to get it. I don't know anymore, because Ellison can play with a lot of the big boys here.
Yeah,
but can he compete against that? I don't know. Let me kind of continue on here in the report from Dark Horizons about the PIF entering the Warner mix. And a few days ago, news came that Saudi Arabia's public investment fund is reportedly exploring a partnership with Comcast to bid for Warner Brothers. Puck News seemingly broke the story, though the rumor has been swirling on social media for a few days before that, and a legend suggested a major all-cash formal offer was being made. Comcast CEO Brian Roberts reportedly traveled to Saudi Arabia recently, where he met with PIF officials and touring the upcoming entertainment megacity Gudaya, which is expected to house a Universal branded theme park. Saudi-backed acquisition by Comcast would certainly make the current active bidding field even more intense, with Paramount Global Skydance remaining a leading contender while streaming giant Netflix is still hovering. The prospect of Netflix buying Warner Brothers Discovery has been described as a worst-case scenario, according to one regional theater executive of The Wrap. The concern being that under Netflix, big theatrical properties like DC and horror franchises like The Conjuring could become streaming first. Saudi Arabia's PIF certainly has been making significant pushes into global entertainment. The fund was part of the consortium that acquired EA in September for $55 billion. It took a few days, but news suddenly exploded again on social media in an unexpected way and within a very specific fandom, the Snyder Bros, with the hope that such an acquisition could somehow live to return to the DCEU. Preliminary non-binding bids for Warner Bros. Are due by this coming Thursday, November 20th. I mean, this is serious stuff now.
Yeah.
Like Vegas odds would have had me. If I would have put money on Paramount getting it. I would have been like this, and then like, wait, Saudi's coming in and putting a bid. I wouldn't like this, John. Right back into my pocket. Because I didn't even see that coming. I didn't even think that was a possibility.
Yeah.
Because it's like, is it a risk though? Because traditionally, and not to say this is, I don't know. I want to see where you land here. Studio has been a kind of American thing.
Yeah.
And this changes things dramatically if it's not. And as you were saying, like, what does that mean for the direction? People were thinking about like Paramount. If Paramount bought, you brought this up, like if Paramount bought it and then they bring in Gunn, like, well, I don't like your politics. I want you to do this.
Right.
What are they going to do?
Right. Exactly.
So I know you spoke on it a little bit, but how what does this mean if they do get it? What does it mean for the studio system in general?
I think this is, I mean, Matt Bellany on Puck, he has been sounding the alarm about the legitimate death of Hollywood. And by death, he doesn't mean that it's over. It's more like the changing of the guard, where, as you said, Kristian, the idea that studios are like American-owned things and very much American, those days are over. Like, it's moving very close to a global situation where other entities can come in and purchase a movie studio and do the things that they want to do with these franchises. And they see the money, the cachet. It's just like a sports team. They can see they see the possibilities of what they can do and how the money can increase in their investment. And so it's not a surprise. Jeff is the one, as I said, on Hot Mic. He's the one that mentioned it a few weeks ago on Hot Mic. And I was like, I hadn't even thought about Saudi Arabia for this possibility, like you said earlier. And so the fact that Jeff has been hitting this drumbeat on Hot Mic, and then this news comes out today, it makes me think that, he'd been hearing rumblings from people that he knows that this was a real possibility. So the Comcast guy going over there and meeting with them makes it all the more interesting as a possibility. Now, I don't know what the parameters and the rules would be with Saudi Arabia coming in and buying Warner Brothers and what they would do with these franchises. What's the angle? You can't ignore the politics of something like Saudi Arabia, a country like Saudi Arabia buying these franchising these properties that are supposed to appeal to 4-quadrant people. What is the approach they're going to do? And so there's a lot of questions around it, but I certainly think it's very, very possible now. Jeff even mentioned Elon Musk could jump in at some point with all the money he has to try to get a movie studio as well. So the days of like this homegrown movie studios that get big and they're American born, I think those days are almost done, as Bellany's been saying now for the last few days. So
is there any world then that and not that this is a right thing, but is there any world where they go, look, we know basically what you just said, we know that if we go this route, that we will be changing it and no longer will this be American owned, and we're trying, and that's what kind of one of the things that was sold to everybody was that we're going to try to make more American based businesses. Is that a chance for them to go, okay, the money's good, but it's not worth it in the long run? I know that's almost impossible to even get to some, I know. But it's like, well, look, man, I guess that comes down to if someone offers you that amount, but that's on the table, and then Paramount comes in right underneath it.
Yeah.
Right underneath it. There's a possibility we're going to go with Paramount.
Right.
Unless it's like, this is so much bigger than what Paramount is doing, then
it's up to the board. It's up to the board, Kristian, right? The people on the board. I mean, they can launch lawsuits and say, well, you took the lower bid, so you messed with my money. You should have taken the higher bid.
Right.
Because that's what a lot of these board members care about, is how much investment they can get back, or how much they can get back for the investment they've made. And so that's where you look at this whole situation. I hear you. Like, maybe ethically you go, you know what? I don't want to sell to Saudi. We got the price up to a really good price. I'm going to go with Paramount, right? Which is really, this is not that much different, but you get
not that much different,
in my opinion. Not that much.
But wait, politically is different, but he's still American.
Yeah, I guess, but
I think it's significantly different. I think it's significantly different.
I mean, we're gonna see, but I will say this for the Ellison thing. I've been really surprised that they kept the South Park going, and B, got Daly and Goldstein to come on to Star Trek, which I know we're not talking about, but those guys I would not have thought that they would have gone to for a Star Trek reboot. So that shows me that they understand there's criticisms, but they're going to do what's best for business, and that's important. So maybe you're right. Ellison's different, but I'm curious to this idea how people can go, yes, Saudi Arabia is coming in to buy Snyderverse. There's an Israeli actress who's playing Wonder Woman. Do you think they're going to be okay with this? So there's all these questions that go around. Again, you cannot ignore the politics anymore. Those days are over. You have to be aware of what's going on. Doesn't mean you have to have a stance and get into fights, but you just have to be aware of these things that are happening because they are part of the equation when you look at this. So, and Saudi may look at this and go, you know what? What's the smarter move? Because some of their sports teams, they do the same thing. They come in and people think, oh, they're going to do all this, but they actually don't. They try to adhere to the fans. They try to make sure the fans are satisfied. Yeah, they've done that in a number of sports areas, Newcastle, other places. Mm-hmm. They're like, we have to cater to the fans and understand what they want and do our best to put a good product on the field that people want to see. And I think the same thing will be the approach here entertainment wise, but I do think some of the censorship, some of the politics will bleed into their decisions creatively.
It could. I mean, it certainly could, right? And like, I think that that's probably the case at any time any leaders take over. It's like they have ideas of what they want to do, and it's look. There's sometimes that you get leaders that say we're going to lean on creators to do stuff, and there's other people who push their own agendas out there, and there's other things, and there's times where you look at it on a very smaller scale. My opinion on the way that Kathleen Kennedy is running things now, it's like, okay, I have my idea of the way movie making was back in the 80s, 90s, and I'm going to do that with directors, and it wasn't working, but you keep doing it. It's like, no, you need the creatives around to do that, and there's no difference in when someone's buying something over. You can't if you're not a creative in that way, and you just have the cash to do it. You buy the smart things are always the smart leaders are the ones who say, I've got the money and I know that I don't have the creative thing, but what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna go get the best.
And they've done that at Paramount. They really have for the last short amount of time. So you're right, Kristian, on that end.
If you do, I mean, because you don't if you've got the money and you know how to actually, if you really want to make money, the smart thing is not to push your things. You can have ideas of what your morals and what you want your company to be represented as, and you can do that way, and you can suggest certain things, but you also know, okay, look, we're bringing in so-and-so. And they don't align up with me. They're going to make me some money. You got to be able to do that in the way that that's why I think Paramount will keep James Gunn on and let him finish that contract and see. If I'm Ellison, I'm going, look, I'm not going to fire you because we don't line up together. What I'm going to do is go with your plan, but I'm telling you right now, I'm giving you 3 movies or 2 movies, and if they don't hit this, then we got to have a talk. Whether it's continuing your thing or scrapping it, but I'll give you 2 or 3 movies. You don't just get rid of the guy. Now, if you're the Saudis, you don't give a shit. You're like, well, we never wanted that. We don't care about that. We like working with Zack Snyder, and that's what we're going to do. It's going to be this is going to be a story we're going to be talking about for quite a bit.
I mean, and it's Snyder's not on a run right now. That's the problem too. I mean, the Rebel Moon movies were not good, and I'm a massive Snyder fan, and I can tell you they were not good.
Slow motion city is what they call that.
And even his sequel to the Batista zombie one was not that great. So it's not like he's on a run right now. They're like, oh yeah, we got to give him stuff. He's not on a run, and so there's a danger as well. Like, even when he's got all this money, Netflix threw the whole damn boat at him. He still is not making good work. And so that's an issue too. So him coming back doesn't necessarily mean the Snyderverse is going to be amazing. And that's another part of it as well. Sometimes pitchers lose their fastballs.
It's the truth. It's the truth. And I guess the last thing before we put this to bed is that the Netflix side of things, right? Because there's no world Netflix gets it. There's no world.
No.
They're just stop the price.
I think what you talked about, there's no way they would go with Netflix if they can get away with it, because they fear that Netflix will just put everything on streaming, which is what Sarando says he wants to do.
Well, I mean, the question would be, and what I would love to ask him, behind closed doors is, okay, well, if we actually are serious about this and we get it, are we buying Warner Brothers and running Warner Brothers? Or are we just taking Warner Brothers, shutting it all down, and then making everything Netflix? Because if you're shutting it down and making it Netflix, then you're probably going to be streaming stuff, and that you stick to the model. If you're buying Warner Brothers, well, then you could have something where you kind of eliminate that problem that they always have, where okay, Greta Gerwig comes in for a meeting, and she goes, I don't want to do Narnia on streaming. I want to do it theatrically. They're like, okay, well, then you're going to make it under the Warner Brothers label. We'll give you, you're not going to get as much money as you would get from Netflix. That's the rub, is that we'll give you X amount to make it on streaming for us in Netflix, or you can have theatrical, you'll have it, and then it'll live on, maybe they take all the Warner Brothers streaming stuff, put it on Netflix and all that, instead of running 2 different streaming platforms. Again, this is if they get it, they have, I don't think they're serious at all. I think they're just like, okay, Paramount, we're going to put a bid in, and then we're going to make you pay more. And now the Saudis are going to up that too. So I think eventually we're going to hear Netflix just kind of do the Homer Simpson into the bush.
Yeah. Because they only want half of it. They only want the movie and TV stuff. They do not want CNN and all those other networks. Netflix doesn't want anything to do with that. Yeah. So it's all about Warner Brothers going like, well, do we want to separate and then sell them separately?
Right. And the theme parks, and here
these people want to come in and buy it all.
They want everything. They want everything. So I got to put them as the top contenders right now. To be honest with you, if they're serious about it, things things are going to be very different in about a month from now. I think we're going to hear news in about a month.
Yeah.
All right. Well, what do you guys mean? That's a hell of a story. I'll tell you that. In general, both the idea that Saudis could get Warner Brothers, the idea of Snyder potentially coming back, so much in there. Get your thoughts out there, whether it's in the live chat, whether it is in the replay of this one, or on the Clips channel. Almost at 15,000 on the Clips channel now. Appreciate that for all you guys. And again, Apple Podcasts and Spotify. John, like last week, and I saw you liked the post. We hit number 2 on the Spotify charts.
Amazing.
On TV and film.
Yeah,
it's big.
Everybody involved with the show.
Yeah, for sure. So that was good stuff. So I appreciate that for everybody. Currently, last week, Mike and Roxy took the win. Roca is giving them a run already and making them catch up to him. He's already got 33, and we haven't gotten to the questions yet. 33. So what can we do here today? If John can hit over 100, we shall see. But
come on, guys.
But we'll see. Capes and Kells didn't have an opportunity last week. We were supposed to have Jen Sturger was supposed to be in on Friday. She was in town for a comedy thing. She was going to come in, but we realized at the last minute that it would have taken her like an hour and a half to get here and then an hour and a half back. That by the time she would have missed and been stressed out for her show. So she's going to do something when she's in here in spring.
Nice.
Yeah. So we missed that. So I did the show by myself but Capes missed out on Friday. So maybe they'll get a shot of redemption, but we'll see.
Yeah.
Okay. We got another one here too. And we got our first images here of Legend of Zelda.
Yeah.
There's the live action Legend of Zelda movie that is coming out. People are excited about it. And here's the first shot. Look at Link. Look at that. That looks great.
Yeah, it does actually.
I love that. Looks very Lord of the Rings-ish.
Yeah.
I like it. Following set video leaks on Friday night, Sony and Nintendo have now officially released first look photos of Benjamin Evan Ainsworth as Link and Bo Bragason as Princess Zelda in the live action The Legend of Zelda film. Project began filming in New Zealand, very smart, earlier this month, with the shoot expected to run for 6 months through to April next year. The footage showed Australian actress Daishin Lachman, with speculation being that she's playing Impa. Lachman still has not been confirmed. Story centers on the young Link and Zelda who attempt to save the kingdom of Hyrule from the evil Ganon. Derek Connolly, T.S. Nolan are penning the script for the film, which Wes Ball is directing, which will be released in cinemas on May 7th, 2027. Zelda series creator Shigeru Miyamoto is producing the film alongside Avi Arad, Ball, and Joe Hartwick Jr. Here are some of those images. I will tell you this, John.
Go ahead.
I'm going to make a rough thing. I'm going to see a trailer, but I'm saying right now, this movie has the potential to easily make $1 billion.
Wow. $1 billion.
This movie has the potential. Now, I have not seen a trailer. I've heard nothing else. I am telling you that I believe if this movie is done correctly, this will be the next big franchise, and this movie will make $1 billion.
Listen, I love Wes Ball as a director. So I don't know if I can take the $1 billion bet, but I can consider the possibility for now.
That's all I'm saying. It's a possibility right now.
I like these shots. I don't know how big Zelda will be crossing over live action. Will people rebel against it? I don't know how people are going to feel about it, so that's my question. Like Super Mario Brothers, that's an animated thing. That makes much more sense that it made $1 billion. You go this route, there's a lot of people who'll be like, not my Zelda, or doesn't quite know what I thought. So we'll see.
I think Wes Ball, if you watch that last Apes movie, that movie was fantastic. And he's making movies. He knows how to do these franchises right. He stays, I think, true to the essence of it. And even the fact that shooting in New Zealand, very smart. Very smart. It looks solid right away. I get that kind of epic feel from it. And if it is good, I'm saying if they do it the right way, it really has the potential to be the next big, huge franchise. I'm not there yet. I got to see a trailer, but I'm telling you, potential. This movie could be mad. Immediately seeing those images, I go, oh, okay, get it. That's Zelda. That's Link. Yeah, I'm in. And I wasn't even a massive Zelda fan. Not that I was not a fan, or just my brother was really into it, and my daughter actually is really into the recent ones. And I just remember my old office in LA, and I would come in and she'd like, can I play Zelda? And she'd go in and she'd play Zelda, and I was terrible at the game what she was doing, but it was just, I was like, this could be a live action movie, and here we are. You could do so many movies. You could do so many.
Yeah, No, 100%. If it all works out the way it is, like they're talking about somewhere like Galaxy spinning off and doing all these other characters. So yeah, you can totally see it this way.
It reminds me. I mentioned this the other day
Yeah.
on the Friday show, and I'll mention it again. There's reports that are coming out about Masters of the Universe.
Oh yeah,
about that they were, that it's going to do really well and people are going to love it. I had a source that saw it. It was a Masters fan, said it's like Love and Thunder. Is what they said.
Oh no.
That said it could but the source did say could very well play to a casual audience, which is maybe what they're looking for, but said it was very very corny, going more so into the 80s corniness than the 2002 stuff. And that to me makes me say I sent them the Godfather You Broke My Heart thing because it was like, I was finally getting excited for this movie, and now I'm not.
What's the odds on He-Man working out at Gold's Gym in one of the shots there on Earth? What's
oh God, I don't know, probably pretty good. But I'm just so they said that that there were times that it felt like a Saturday Night Live movie.
Oh no!
And I was like, that's horrible to hear, like really horrible to hear. So I'm not happy about it at all. But I'll tell you who is happy: people who like magic movies, because that Now You See Me. Did you see it?
No, I don't. I've never seen any of the films.
Oh, you haven't seen any of them?
No.
Okay, yeah, because I think I missed it. Lionsgate is interesting because you gotta write to Lionsgate with enough time to get to the screenings, and they don't have like the press list. So I'm like, I forgot. By the time I did, they were very nice. They're like, oh, we already had our screenings here. They give code to go see it in the theater. I'm like, I don't go to the movies on the weekends. I just don't do it. So I'll save it. But didn't matter whether I saw it or not. People did see it, and it did pretty damn good. So we're gonna look at, like we always do. We always cover the box office here on Monday. The third Now You See Me tops the global box office. Let's go. So, who's in that? Oh, is that who's that on the left?
That is Ariana Greenblatt.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Magician heist thriller Now You See Me, Now You Don't topped the global box office this weekend, pulling in 21.4 domestically and 54.2 million internationally for 75.5 million opening weekend haul. China, which has the most skewed Hollywood films these days, has a surprise success with the film, with the movie debuting to 21.7. Running Man also debuted in nearly 60 markets, but stumbled out of the gate. Film just taking 17 million domestically, 11.2 overseas, making its global 28.2 million. Predator Badlands fell to third domestically in the second week, title pulling in a further 13. Steep drop, though, of 68%. Internationally pulled an additional 16.1, drop of 54. Domestically, it's 66.3 million is the best of the series to date. Its global total of 136.3 million is the third best, behind only the 160 million haul of The Predator and 177 million haul of Alien vs. Predator. Regretting You and Black Phone 2 rounded out the top five domestically with a 4 million and 2.7. Newcomer Keeper bombed on release in seventh place with 2.5, to which I say, what is Keeper?
It's the Osgood Perkins horror film.
Oh, right. That's when people said it looked really, really solid. I did not. Okay. Didn't it come in on streaming also?
No, not yet.
Oh, it didn't. Okay. Norenbrook held well, dropping just 33 for sixth place in the second week with 2.6 million. Die My Love saw a steep drop, with the numbers for Christie's second weeks weren't even reported. Ouch. Finally, Paul Thomas Anderson, one battle after another, crossed the 200 million worldwide mark this weekend. Thanks for a further 1.4 million overseas. Okay. So I'm just going to throw up the box office. Where is it? Mojo. And let's see again. So how much, John, can you look at how much did Now You See Me, Now You Don't? How much did that cost to make?
I think it was only 120, but let me see.
All right. So it's got a shot to, 75, and people are, I don't know why people are surprised. This franchise has typically done pretty well.
Yeah, that's what it cost 90 million to make this movie.
So it's gonna, right. 90 million. It's already made 75. It'll make its money back for sure. And it was a smart move. Now, this is the movie that we were talking about, and we'll dive deeper into it. Now, this movie, how much did this movie cost?
I think 150 something. Hold on, let me see. Or 120. Let me see.
120. And so, just in comparison, Now You See Me made 75 or whatever the hell it did worldwide. This movie's only made 28.
110.
It has cost 120. This is going to be a disappointment and potentially a big failure.
I don't know why you could Edgar Wright $110 million in 2025.
What's strange though is that's not that big of a budget for that kind of movie. The question is, there's a lot of questions, and we'll get into it for sure.
Yeah.
Predator Badlands, 136, probably end its running about 150.
Yeah, I'm disappointed by that. I thought it would have stronger legs. Again, I think the mistake was dropping this in the fall. If they dropped this in the summer, it would have made money hand over fist.
Depending on, maybe it just depends on what it was going up against. I think Regretting You is a big story though. 82 million.
Yeah, I think it was made for 25.
Yeah,
over last week.
It's a silent hit. Black Phone 2 so far has made overall 127, which is again pretty damn good. But you have to bring up these charts here for the Running Man. We said Nuremberg again.
Yeah,
pretty solid.
I saw
like it.
I loved it.
Me too. I really liked it a lot.
I thought it was going to be cheesy. Rami Malek and Russell Crowe out hamming each other. It was not bad at all.
No, and I think Rami was a little over the top at times. I thought Russell Crowe should be nominated.
Russell was great. So was Michael Shannon, I thought. So.
Yes, Michael Shannon was really good too. Keeper aided Sarah's Oil. Where is Christy? Christy's not even. Holy crap! Where the hell? It wasn't even reported.
No, they didn't report.
That's crazy. Too bad. I really thought that the movie to me was solid. I thought she was phenomenal too. And I'll tell you, I don't want to get politics and things too.
Here we go.
Does anybody seem more scorned and like, ew, why did you tweet that than Ruby Rose? That was horrible.
I disagree.
Oh my God, dude. It was even Christy Martin's like, no, she's an ally of mine. And she's actually and Christy Martin stood up. Ruby Rose to me seems the most, every time she tweets about something, whether it was her times on the show that she had and she had problems there and everyone else would say she was the problem. Right. She's always, everyone, from what I've heard, people that I've never worked with her said she was the issue. And it seems every single time. And she's not a good actress. She's not a good actress.
No, I know. She's not a good actress.
Terrible.
She's
terrible.
And I agree with you. There's usually Ruby's way out in whatever. But you need people like that to kind of shake things up sometimes.
Right.
But like, I think where she has a little credibility is because we can't verify this, but she said when she saw the original script, the storyline was much more focused on Christy Martin's homosexuality and her gayness, and that was a big part of her story. If you watch the documentary,
it's big in the movie though.
It's not as big as it could have been, and in my opinion, I think that was one of the criticisms I had about the movie is they only kind of lipstick touched on her lesbian stuff, and I think they should have explored that much more. There was much more material, and she's claiming that there was more of that, and that maybe she's implying that Sydney came in with her people and tried to kind of tone that down and make it more of a domestic violence survivor type of story. And look, you got to get the film made. She's the one that's going to supposedly you thought people were going to get.
But dude, the domestic violence literally happens,
of course,
because she's gay.
Well, yes, of course, but her fighting, her coming to terms with that and battling with it, and having those things that none of that was really explored as strongly as it could have been. So by the time when it happens, you're like, oh, this is great, but it should have been much more inspiring for her to kind of embrace who she really is. And they didn't explore that enough initially. You see her with a girl in the beginning, her teenager.
Yeah, but even the whole thing that they do with Katie O'Brien. I mean,
but that's all the way at the end, right? That's almost all the way at the end. And so there's much more that could. And her mom is being set up as someone who hates her gayness. That's Merritt Weaver, is a great actress. There's much more that could have been done between the two of them. So listen, I get people's issues with Ruby, totally respect that, but none of us saw the original script, and so Ruby may have
I'll just tell you, I think we both agree that she wouldn't have made the movie better.
Yeah, I agree. Well, she wouldn't have been the star. I mean, she was going to play one of the girlfrients, but I agree.
Saying, she made the movie. No matter whatever she would have played, she's just not good.
Yes, agreed. Yeah, you don't get an argument from me.
But I haven't seen the script, so I don't know. In general, I just felt like it was unwarranted at that point.
I mean, calling her a cretin, I think, was wrong.
That's what I'm saying. That's my whole point.
You don't win anybody over
that. So you agreeing with me? That was what I said. Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Yeah. I'm not saying she shouldn't have spoke. Who the fuck am I to say that? Like, of course she should. If you would have said, look, I read the original script. I think that they, from what they did, they made changes that I don't think were good. I think they took away from the essence of who she really was, and I would have liked to see more. I didn't like that. I don't like. For me, it wasn't for me. But I respect that.
Yeah.
But calling names just because you're clearly politics again. You represent this. you think she represents this, so you're taking your shot here. That's all that was, and that to me seemed yucky.
I don't disagree with you.
That's what I'm saying.
And you have a gay actress in the film, and Katie O'Brien,
right?
And I think but Katie hasn't said anything, right? And if you watch Katie in the interviews, she looks a little like kind of so. I think there is a feeling that the storyline wasn't
maybe
elevated,
but again, it's all about how you. That's it. Yeah. That's the approach. That's it. We're on the same page.
Yeah, we're on 100%. Page on
that. 100%. Okay. So as far as box office goes and the rest of it, man, like we discussed this, you and I.
Yeah.
Like The Running Man, right? And you were on your way in as I was leaving.
Yeah.
And you just said, what did you think? And I said, I'm pretty much on the same page of other people. Okay, I'm gonna and you went in and you looked like you were on the same page too.
Yeah.
It just looked, it didn't know what it wanted to be. In general, there's some really, I agree with you. There's some fun stuff in there. There's some really good moments, and it's like, oh, they can focus on that. And I can't remember, there was one of the commenters had said it, and I agree. It's like there's two movies in there. There's the Edgar Wright Director for Hire movie that's in there, where it's just like they directed him and they hired him to direct this piece and to do that, and then he did it. And then there was an Edgar Wright movie in there,
right?
And it was combined, and it didn't work. Like the Michael Cera stuff, like you said, I think he's great. He clearly works with him really well.
Yeah.
But that scene, without spoiling too much, with the mother, what movie was that?
Yeah.
No, what movie was that? Like, I was like, what are we doing here? And like, she's running through the hallway. It was ridiculous.
Yeah.
And then there's other times where you're like, oh, that's deep and it's really working. And I didn't think he had, and I really like, who played his wife? Because she was in, what was she in? She was in, they didn't have any chemistry whatsoever.
No, not at all. Again, and this is for me, the problem with the movie. And I see some people going, you guys don't know what you're talking about. I saw some people online, and it's like, no, we kind of do. You guys are just ignoring stuff because you want to like it. And the thing is, they established that he's got a wife and a kid. We have no time with them together to really establish that relationship, care about that relationship, want to cheer him on fighting for his kid. It's so surface one-dimensional that it's frustrating. And the way they start out the film, he's already in an issue. He's already been fired from 4 jobs. He's already he's already angry about the system. We don't see him progress to that point. They get into The Running Man way too early in the movie. It should have been like 20, 25 minutes in the movie. Then you get into all of that, because it was still a 2-hour movie, 2-hour, 15-minute movie. There's no reason it should have been that long.
It felt long too.
Yeah, it felt long. And so you establish the relationships and you explore that more, so that when you get into The Running Man, the stakes are high and you're feeling all of that's going. And his moments of anger, his moments of breaking the rules, his moments of being, flicking things off or being funny as the crowd changes in support of him, you're on board. You're changing in support of him. And there's a much more challenging, interesting, and complex movie that it was here. But they didn't
find it. Yeah, no. It was there though, and they were and so I think we're both on the same page with Glenn Powell, right? And it wasn't necessarily even Glenn Powell in this. I think there were a lot of times Edgar Wright asked a lot of these people to overact. Like there's a lot of screaming and yelling at times. There's other times there's some really great moments, but there's a lot of screaming and yelling happening. I'm like, that's so unnecessary at this point. It hasn't built to anything. I think Glenn Powell's really good in the movie. I think he's really good. I still don't know, and I think that we've already seen this. I don't think he's a movie star. There's different. Do I think he's a star? Yes. Do I think movie star as far as the build of like what a movie star is, and like, oh, there's Glenn Powell. He's going to be that. The movie's going to be huge if he's in it. I mean, there's not a lot of people like that in general out there right now, but I don't think he's the guy. I think he's good in the movie. I think they should have waited and kept him doing things like big standout roles like Top Gun Maverick and other things, and let him build a little bit more instead of throwing him out there right now. And it's like people aren't responding to it clearly.
I just think Glenn is just one of those people that there are people who just like who he is, and they will look past some of the limits of his acting.
Yeah.
And I think there are some people like you and I who kind of notice it when he's limited in certain scenes. Like I thought his action sequences, he acted those really well.
Me too. I agree.
I even thought the monologue at the end that's very reminiscent of the Die Hard monologue with Bruce Willis in the bathroom talking about his wife. I thought that was really well acted by Glenn. But there were other moments throughout the movie where I was like, oh, you're overacting, you're hamming it up, you're not really.
But I think that was Edgar Wright note. I don't think that was him.
Well, I mean, that's part of it. Like as an actor, you go like, oh no, this isn't the right thing. This isn't the right approach. And so I think some of Glenn's limits were exposed in the movie, but overall, I liked him. But I agree with you. I think he's one of these guys that Hollywood tries to make a leading man, but isn't necessarily a leading man. And you could argue
hasn't earned it yet.
Yeah, hasn't earned it. It was Twisters about him, or was it
no,
about
I actually think it was more about Daisy Edgar Jones. I think she was the star of that movie. I thought she was the star of that film. I thought he was good in it that role, but he wasn't the reason you went to see it. Right. Someone said it in the comments, and I agree. He got pushed to the main event too quick.
Yeah. Oh, he's the Jey Uso. He's maybe
he should have. I mean, they didn't give him a long enough run with the IC title. Like, let him run with the IC title for a little bit before you give him the WrestleMania main event.
Yeah. So, yeah. I don't know how the Chad Powell. I haven't watched any of the episodes, so I don't know.
I heard it's great. I heard it's really good.
Yeah.
He's never bad. He's never bad.
No. Right.
No, but he's, like I said, I think you're running into the Sam Worthington of it all, and the Jai Courtney, all that. You're running into that because it's like
Anna. Yes.
It's like, just take your time. We like the guy.
Yeah.
But but clearly, this box office because that hurts you. That hurts you when you're trying to make this kind of run. Now, if it would have delivered big, then people would have been like, "Hey, look, idiots, we don't agree with you," and the numbers show it. But the numbers right now are not showing it. So
I also think Edgar Wright. There need to be questions about Edgar Wright. Like, I know you guys. Some people look at him like he's a member of their family because of Hot Fuzz and Shaun of the Dead. But since Baby Driver, it's not a strong resume, and so we have to start asking questions if maybe Edgar Wright isn't as great as people think he is, or you all think he is, because there are not some good movies on his resume. A lot of bad movies on his resume.
There is, but I also blame who did this one. This was the Uni. Who did this?
What do you mean? Who did the movie?
The studio.
Oh,
Paramount.
I think it was.
Who did this? I don't remember who did it, but I think that the blame should go that way too, because the reason why is that look at the movies and I don't know if you're watching Welcome to Derry.
Yes.
Okay.
I didn't watch the new episode, but yeah.
I watched last night, and I saw it. I actually watched it a couple of days ago. I didn't do a reaction of it. I didn't do a review of it because I've been kind of saving it now. We're watching it with my daughter, who's really into it. She's obsessed with it, right? And I really like the show a lot. I just watched it, Chapter 1, Chapter 2. I like Chapter 2 better the second time I watched it. To be honest with you, it's still a lot. It's not even clearly as good as the first one, but as a whole, it's really good. Then The Long Walk is another one.
Oh, it's good.
That I really like. So the original, do you know the original ending of the book? Which Luke, our producer, just told me this yesterday. Do you know the original ending of the book
of
Running Man? Running Man.
Oh no, Running Man. No, I haven't read in a long time. Yeah,
he gets control of the plane, and he runs into the building to show, and his family is toast, and to show he is he's not he can't control.
Yeah.
There's no world they were going to do that for a lot of different reasons.
Yeah.
A lot of different reasons why they're not going to do that. But that kind of dark feeling is what maybe changed the ending, but what that movie needed, I think, if you're going to do that. I don't think Edgar Wright's style worked for this movie. I think Edgar Wright should do some more stuff. But anyway, people enjoyed it.
Yeah. I'm starting to see the logic of not having him do Ant-Man, to be honest with you.
Same, especially now. Well, especially the plan was so different back then.
Yeah.
It was like you could do it in the way that you did Spider-Man when he was hired.
Right.
Is that it wasn't supposed to be a big thing. Once the MCU, he said it just wasn't his thing. I love Edgar Wright. I still think Baby Driver is his best thing. I love
Baby Driver is great.
I love Baby Driver.
Last Night in Soho and now Running Man.
I want to see him do that. I want to see him do more movies like Baby Driver.
Smaller stuff.
Yeah. I want to see that kind of. I really like the guy too, so we'll see. But and then finally, Now You See Me. That's very smart business on what they did and how they did it. And you can wait another 4 years and do another one. They'll probably make it. So
can't believe THR said they were surprised by that. Both of those films made $300 million plus.
Yeah, I'm not surprised at all. All right, what do you guys make of the box office? Put your thoughts in there. Let us know. Okay, we're going to get to the questions in just a moment here. But before we do, I got to tell you guys real quick about our good friends over at Prizepicks and Cash App, and then we'll be right back. This episode is brought to you by Prizepicks. You and I make decisions every day, but on Prizepicks, being right can get you paid. Don't miss any of the excitement this season on Prizepicks, where it is good to be right. Look, I'm having a rough football season. I had a good week 2. The Giants played really, really tough against the Cowboys. It just wasn't my week. But I'll tell you what was my highlights from Prize Picks. It's so simple. It's so easy to play the game, and you just take some of your favorite players, and you can. It doesn't matter. Look, I'll give you an example. You use Barkley, Burrow, Allen, any of them, and Barkley's going to have more or less than one rushing TD. Burrow is going to have more or less than 2.5 passing touchdowns. Allen is going to have more or less than 270 passing yards. It's simple to play. Prize Picks. It's really easy. You just pick more or less on 2 to 6 player stat projections. If you get your picks right, you could cash in. Prize Picks puts their users first, so all withdrawals are fast, safe, and secure. Prize Picks offers Venmo, Apple Pay, MasterCard, and more for quick and easy deposits into your account this football season. Prize Picks invented the flex play, which means you can still cash out if your lineup isn't perfect. You can double your money even if one of your picks doesn't hit. Prize Picks is the best place to win cash while watching sports. Join millions of users and sign up today. Download the app today and use that code Kristian to get $50 in lineups after you play your first $5 lineup. That's code Kristian to get $50 in lineups after you play your first $5 lineup. Prize Picks. It's good to be right. I always love talking to you guys about Cash App, and you've been smart. You guys have been signing up. Really smart. Because you don't want to fall for scams. It happens to everybody. You just feel, oh man, it happened to me one time. And I remember just going, and I actually left my house to head to a convenience store because they asked me to, and I realized halfway through, oh, what am I doing? And I fell for it. And people fall for this stuff all the time. So the good news about Cash App is when you get the card, not only do you get an access to a ton of perks and benefits like early access to nationwide concert pre-sales or discounts on popular brands, but you have an extra security with the power to instantly lock or unlock your card right from your phone in just one tap. So if something like really shady is going on and it pops up on the card, Cash App got your back, automatically declines the purchase, sends you, say, hey, listen, something's going on here. Is this you? So you can rest assured knowing that your account balance is protected 24/7 by fraud monitoring. Spend with peace of mind today. You got to order a Cash App card in the app, or you just go to cash.app/card. Now, for a limited time, new Cash App customers can earn $10 off if they use the code SECURE10 in their profile at sign up and send $5 to a friend within 14 days. Terms apply. Cash App is a financial services platform, not a bank. Banking services provided by Cash App's bank partners. Prepaid debit cards issued by Sutton Bank. Member FDIC. Discounts and promotions provided by Cash App, a Block Inc. brand. Visit cash.app/legal/podcast for full disclosure. Cash App. Thank you to our wonderful sponsors over at both Cash App and, of course, Prize Picks. Really appreciate you guys. All right, John, you got a lot going on in the channel, man. Before we get to the questions, tell people what's.
Come on now, the John Roca channel is happening. Come on over, everybody. Just crossed 40,100 subscribers. Thanks to everybody who's been signing up over the last few days. Really, really appreciate it. Got so much coming up with reactions and reviews, as we said. The out of theater reaction tomorrow night for Wicked. Also, Spill the Tequila hot mic happening. Possibly a show today. If not, I will be going live with The Truth tonight because I got so much to talk about. And you know I never shut up. And we've got Geek Buddy stuff coming as well this week as well. So a lot of stuff happening on the channel. Head on over there, sign up, and let's have some fun. Thank you, bud.
I'm going to see Knives Out tonight.
Oh, nice.
I see Knives Out tonight, and then I see Marty Supreme tomorrow. Those are my two. I'm excited for those. Now, did you I watched over the weekend was Begonia. Did you see it yet?
I've not seen Begonia. But I saw Hamnet.
Okay.
I saw Train Dreams.
Which one's Train Dreams?
That's the Netflix one with Joel Edgerton. It's coming out.
Oh, any good?
I really like.
Okay. Is that on the app, Train Dreams?
It is on the. Well, you have to request it on the Netflix app. But
okay.
Preview content. But
okay.
Yeah.
So
Begonia. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, with Begonia, I liked a lot of it.
Okay.
It's it's a complete Yargos movie. I mean, it just is. and if you love The Lobster, I think people will love it. I'm just
good.
I mean, I just in general, I'm not a lobster. I don't like lobster, right. and I'm in the minority on that one. My two still are The Favorite and Poor Things, and I think the reason why I like Poor Things so much is because of both Emma Stone and Ruffalo are just so incredibly bonkers in that movie, and comedically it really works. There's Jesse what's his name?
Stacey Plemons.
Clemens is really good and should be nominated. And she should be nominated. It's like I knew where it was going from the beginning. I was like, just because it's him. I think that if it wasn't him, I wouldn't have known that. But just because it was him, I was like, that's clearly going to be the reveal. But then when this thing ultimately happens at the end, I went, yeah, I liked it. But I can see where other people are going to love it. But I just don't think, there's certain filmmakers that you're just like, I don't respond in the way that other people do. There are sometimes and I'll watch every one of his movies because of the way that The Favorite and Poor Things got me. Yeah. I'm always going to be looking for that feeling, because when I saw Poor Things, I shut it off initially. I'm like, I'm going to hate this movie.
Right.
And then I loved it. I couldn't shut up about it. Wow. It was just so crazy. And maybe this is one of those ones that on a rewatch, but there's it's weird because I think I loved 92% of the movie.
Okay.
It's the 8% of it I went, come on. I don't know. Who knows? I don't care.
You put my face on the money.
I loved. I loved that.
That was a great cameo. Cameo.
Okay. We got stuff. There's some stuff that inside this question, there's a few of them that aren't lit up. So
okay.
There's, I guess, one. There's only one. Okay, there's one that we missed that didn't come out. John Cross. I'm about 4 hours early, but I'm sure Rocha is going to say Snyderverse returning is nonsense. You didn't say it was nonsense.
I didn't say it was nonsense.
Not nonsense. Just you didn't think that it would make sense to do.
Right.
Jacob Leckart. Kristian, if you haven't already check it out, you should check out Marcelo Hernandez's impression of Sebastian from SNL last week, and he nailed it. So I just got it sent to me this morning. I did watch it. And it was fine. I mean, Sebastian tweeted it out himself. So
did he really? Oh, that's great.
Yeah, it's so bizarre. As you guys know, I've known Sebastian for a very long time, and I mean, it's funny because we just had Chris Van Vliet in here too. He was on Matt Serra's show to be out this week.
Nice.
And there's a poster that I have with me and Sebastian and Brett Ernst. We went to the Saboba Casino together, and I remember when I was bringing them up, I was like, so Sebastian Maniscalco. He's like, no, just Sebastian. No, not saying the last name. He wasn't doing the last name. So I would do, it's like, and I knew him so well. So it was easy to do impressions. I was doing impressions of him before he was even famous, because even my favorite of him was like, you ever see those guys that go, I want a Frappuccino with cream on top? You get a black coffee and you go to work. So, but I thought Marcel did a great job for sure. He you got to cartoon it up a little bit, and that's kind of what he did.
I had no idea who he was until I saw Bookie. And
really?
Yeah, no, never saw the stand-up stuff, because I mean, there's so many stand-ups now.
Sure.
Kind of get mixed in. And I saw Bookie. I loved Bookie. I was so sad when it got canceled. Sebastian is great on that show.
Yeah.
And it made me want to watch his stand-ups. And so, yeah, I'm a big fan of Manic.
I wanted I love his movie with De Niro.
Yeah, I tried watching that. It wasn't that strong.
He didn't go into like what makes him really fun. They did like a version of him. There's so many, but what I would tell you, have you ever seen his Chipotle bit?
No, you've done a bit a couple times though. So I got to watch it.
His Chipotle bit is the best. Yeah. It really is the best. Nathan Drake, your Sebastian impression is better than Marcelo's. What?
Your face changes when you do them too.
Because he's. What are we talking about? Snyder's coming back. He's just here. He's back. Back doing what? Henry Cavill. What's he doing? He's caviling it up, flying around. Nathan Drake. Was Ruby Rose your favorite part of John Wick too?
I didn't know.
She didn't say anything.
Neither was Common. Let's put that on the table.
I liked Common in that movie.
Oh, you're crazy.
I liked him in that movie.
This is Common's acting. In everything he's in. Every fucking thing he's in. He doesn't
anything. But at least he got her in that one.
The world's blowing up. So it's all cool, man. Someone's in love with you. It's all cool, man. I can't act. Get out of here.
Someone's in
love with you. Smooth brother. He's just a smooth brother, man.
I wouldn't mess with him. Ralph! Taxi Driver, King of Comedy, Raging Bull, Goodfellas, Casino, Gangs in New York, Aviator, Departed, Shudder, Wolf of Wall Street, Irishman, Happy 83rd. Wow. One of my favorite quotes ever is from Leonardo DiCaprio when he was talking about Wolf of Wall Street. It's my favorite quote ever. And he said, I guess at the time he was like almost 80. So he's like, he's almost 80 years old and he's still making punk rock. Loved that.
Yeah. I got to see that series that's on Apple TV, the new documentary series on him. I want to watch that. 4 episodes.
Wow. Yeah, someone told me about it recently. I haven't seen it though. Ralph, all I want is for Sam to watch One Battle, 7, and Shutter Island, but I guess I'll just settle with that Wicked movie. Yeah, we just put the Wicked one out. I think Sam's next shoe up though, Ralph, that she got is Knives Out. She's gonna watch Knives Out 1 and 2. Ming's gonna watch Frankenstein. Those are gonna be those for now. But I bet look, we almost did 7, but it was just a little too long. Plus the fact I didn't want Sam going in to we watched Wicked for the first time, and is that what we watched on? What did we watch? No. We watched Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind.
Ooh.
And she had never seen it before, and it's only like an hour 45, hour 50. And it's to have that kind of feeling going into a weekend is way better than a feeling she would have had watching 7. So I decided not to on that one.
The head in the box.
Right. I knew that's how I found out she'd never seen it, because there was some reaction that we were doing, and I go, "What's in the box?" And she just looked at me blankly. I'm like, you know what that's from, right? She's like, no. And I'm like, wow. You don't know what it's from? She's like, no. And then I waited and I go, have you ever seen 7? And she's like, no, I've never seen that. And I was like, oh my God, that's going to be one to watch, but it's going to, again, she's going to walk out of here like she didn't need therapy. Ralph, No Country for Old Men, Silence of the Lambs. She's definitely seen Silence of the Lambs. Sixth Sense she's seen. Donnie Brasco, All Under 2. And I don't know about Donnie Brasco, but do you remember you're throwing movies out there at that point? I mean, those 7 and everything too. There's some, maybe one of those she hasn't seen. I know she's seen Sixth Sense. I don't know if she's seen Donnie Brasco. And I know she's had to have seen Silence of the Lambs. She had to.
Everyone's seen Silence of the Lambs.
Yeah, at that point, yeah, she definitely did. Ralph, hey Roka, why you hate Ronaldo? Jealous? Is he too good?
Ronaldo's a bitch. I don't like
Ronaldo.
Cristiano Ronaldo, yeah. I'm a Lionel Messi fan, much more. Ronaldo's too in love with himself, which is did you see him get kicked out of the Ireland game? He was like mocking the fans. Yeah, he's a freak.
I watched that whole thing.
Yeah, sure you did.
Eric Opperman, what's up, guys? You think the Duffer brothers could ever do something with Star Wars? I know they're huge fans. Show, movie, love it. It's the same question, the same answer I have for all of them. Yes, but I hope it's under new leadership.
Yeah,
I'd love to see them do a whole series under new leadership.
It's like drafting a great quarterback to the Cleveland Browns. That's the last thing you want for them to do right now, is to have great creatives go over to Star Wars and get mauled up by the people who are in charge. You don't want that.
Sure. Go pal. Donation for the locksmith. I appreciate it. Much appreciated. Man, that was that was so brutal. And updates, I guess, for the show, guys. We're doing I had a conversation this morning with one of the producers. You know what I will say? I can say this.
Okay.
That the producer that we have on the show, their movie that they did is on is on the Critics' Choice app.
Oh, wow.
There's I can tell you
that's great.
Down off air that one of the, and I don't know if you've seen it yet. I don't want to say the movie yet, because then people are gonna be like, start doing research. But I haven't watched it yet. I'll say that. I haven't watched it. I'm gonna watch it probably soon. Scott Horowitz, I like the AMC Lincoln Square as well. Also, the only 70 millimeter IMAX in the New York City region. Saw Oppenheimer there. Yeah, I love the IMAX there. I see all my IMAX movies there. At least when they have the screens there. But yes, Lincoln Center I really like a lot. The one I prefer, and not because of quality, but because of convenience, is the AMC on 34th, because it is a 5-minute walk from Penn Station. So I don't have to take the subway. It's like whoop, right there. But Lincoln Square is like a couple stops that I have to take, but it's pretty convenient. They're all pretty convenient. I got to go. I don't even know where I'm going tonight. I have to look that up. Yeah, it's not an AMC for the screening for Knives Out, so I got to do that. Kiki and Luca, love the Mugen Train video. Thank you. Yeah, thank you guys for look. I'm gonna look though. I'm gonna bet you that it didn't do well. I mean, I could be wrong, but I'm gonna look. Let me see. Everybody's looking forward to it. 12.7. Not too bad. So yeah, that's actually pretty good for considering all the episodes we're doing, like 5 or 6. So that's pretty good. But we had a lot of fun. Winston and I are actually probably going to try to finish up season 2 today.
Nice.
See if we can do it. So, right on. Okay. Nathan Drake, get the hot dog with spicy mustard. She doesn't like spicy mustard. She's talking about the my little one. She likes spicy mustard, but not on the hot dog. I think she had a little ketchup, but she was like the whole time. I want to get a hot dog. Really, when I can get one at this deli at this diner, she's being a pain in the ass. She's like, I want to get one on the thing. I'm like, sit down and shush. We're gonna and she got the hot. She said, this is good. I go, well, then shut your ass. Simon Section. Honestly, I don't see any of the original Trinity actors coming back unless they are doing a Kingdom Come storyline directed by Snyder. So more living panel shots followed by speed ramping and slow-mo. I mean, that's the other thing we didn't talk about, John, is that here is the thing, though. If the Saudis get it, they're going to get everybody back because they're paying whatever they want. Look at how much they're paying comedians to do shows.
Affleck is very aware politically about stuff, so I don't know.
That's a good call,
right? I don't know how much Gal Gadot would want to work for the Saudis.
It's the question: is how much do they love Snyder? What's their relationship with Snyder? That's where it comes down to it. Yeah, because what's the difference, right? And this is another question we didn't bring, or another point that we didn't bring up. So all the shit that all those comedians got for doing that festival, right?
Rightfully so, in my opinion.
Is everybody going to get that kind of shit for doing Warner Brothers movies?
Yes.
Right?
They're already getting shit for being a part of the Harry Potter series with J.K. Rowling's comments about the trans.
Right.
So
extend
that out to Saudi Arabia, who's been accused of hacking that journalist into pieces.
Right.
There's a lot of things.
Right. There's going to be a lot of stuff that comes with that. Shay Markel, years ago, I saw somebody say, for years now, Snyder knows how to make great moments, not great movies. That's why there's so much slow-mo. The slow-mo has to stop. It's got to stop. It's got to stop. It doesn't do it. He can tell great stories. He really can. The slow-mo kills it. I don't know why he loves slow-mo so much. It's the worst.
Tell you what, I'll take it out of Snyder movies if y'all take it out of Peter Jackson movies. I'll be happy to exchange the slow motions for both of them.
I mean, fine. I don't think slow-mo really, helps anything. I mean, very rarely it does, but for the most part, you don't need it, especially in the middle of a fight. I hate it in the middle of a fight.
Yeah, it kills me.
It kills momentum.
Slow motion. Ugh.
I don't think it stands out as much as Snyder, but teach his own. Ronetta W. What's up? Hey, fellas, happy Monday. The trailer for Deadpool and Wolverine registered 365 million views within its first 24 hours. Will the Doomsday trailer beat those numbers? Inquiring minds like to know. I think it will.
100%.
Yeah. I think because of Deadpool and Wolverine adding to it, what they did in general. I think, like I said this last week, John, is that when this movie was first kind of announced, there wasn't a lot of build up behind it. People were like, I'm not even that excited about it. Now it's starting to ramp up, and it's quickly going to jump on people's anticipated list too. And this trailer is going to be, it's going to crush.
We're like a month away from Avatar.
It's true. It's true.
So and I don't know if they said they're going to only release it in the theaters, and then maybe the next week they'll drop the trailer online. So it's an interesting situation how they're going to handle that trailer rollout.
Did they say that?
That's what I'm saying. People are suggesting that they're only going to put it in the theater.
I think that'd be stupid.
And you saying 30 different versions of it that they're shooting.
I think it's very stupid for them to do that.
Yeah.
I think it'll get leaked. It'll get leaked immediately. Yeah. There's no world where you're going to be able to contain everybody, and you're going to lose out on views, and you're going to lose out on exactly what Ronetta is saying here.
Yeah.
You put it now a day before it comes out or day of, whenever the first screening is anywhere else, and you drop at the same exact time. Sure. But I think it's a stupid decision to try to make that exclusive. You can't make things exclusive anymore. That's why they don't do it anymore in the halls.
I wonder if you and I and others are going to get invited to a screening of the trailer ahead of time before the film even comes out. Or the trailer.
Would you go to that?
They did that for Avatar.
Would you go to that?
I only went to that because there was a movie screening afterwards of another movie. But
would you go to the Doomsday one?
It depends on where it is. If it's close, yes. If it's like 35 minutes, like some of the other screenings, maybe.
If it was next door to my house, I wouldn't go. And I'll tell you because I think I'll get more out of it by
reacting,
doing a video of it. Why would I? I mean, I'll see the movie in the theater.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Cosmic Movie Guy, breaking news via my bunghole. Snyderverse is dead. All right,
there you go.
All right, well, we'll see. We're gonna find that out within a month, I think. Nathan Drake. My buddy left his wallet at a strip club in New York overnight one time. We were staying in Jersey. They luckily found it for him. I mean, look, I was going through so many different things inside of my head when, I was like, okay, I want to believe that there are good people out there. I want to believe that somebody who was cleaning the theater said, all right, this like because I got a lot of stuff on my keys
Yeah.
that you can see that this is you can see from my keychain that my life is on these things.
Yeah.
So I was like, I want to believe that somebody is going to actually turn it in, and they did, and so I'm very, very happy to hear.
It's great.
Okay, let's see. So
Where do they find the wallet?
I know, where did they find the wallet exactly? They sanitize it afterwards.
In the champagne room. Where is this?
Yeah, Simon section. Kristian, bro, I left my car keys in my trunk on a work day. Oh my god! And I too left something at the AMC theater, but it was in my phone. Will Edgar go to film jail? Cats, nah, he won't go to film jail.
No.
Nah. I mean, that's the beauty of streaming.
Yeah.
Streaming. I mean, Netflix will give him a movie tomorrow.
Right, 100%.
100%. Yeah, no, he would. It's very hard to get put into film jail these days.
Yeah.
Paul Hitchcock. Well, given how many buildings Superman and Zod flew and destroyed Man of Steel, I could see why the Saudis would want to bring. Oh my god, come on!
Are we still with that bullshit?
Come on,
Jesus Christ!
Dancing Dog 60, a 45-year-old Superman, ridiculous. Is that how old Cavill is? I mean, you could do a Kingdom Come type thing.
You could, if they did Kingdom Come, then I might be more on board.
I don't think it's ridiculous. I think you could still do it depending on where he is.
He's 42.
Yeah.
Dare you?
Yeah. Renata W. So who's snatching that open weekend crowd? Wicked for Good or Zootopia 2? Can't wait to see both when they open. Ooh, that's a good question.
Yeah.
Are they both? It's the same weekend, huh?
Yeah.
Did you get the screening for Zootopia yet?
Not yet.
Yeah, it hasn't come out yet. I got to reach out. I say it every time. This is the I did look that. Oh shit! I don't know because so many kids love Wicked also. My little one was pumped to see. She stayed awake and wanted to go to see that movie, Wicked 2.
I have to say Zootopia.
I'm going to say Zootopia as well, but I'm not going to be surprised if it doesn't win. But I think Zootopia, look, you can, and I say it every time, if you can make a movie that families are going to go in and you got a kids movie to really show and pump out, going to crush. So I'm going to give Zootopia the win. And I think it's going to win overall too.
Well, doesn't Wicked for Good come out this weekend? Or when does it come out?
I thought it both came out the same.
Let me see. Wicked for Good comes out coming November 21st. So it is this weekend.
And when's Zootopia?
Zootopia, I think, is next week.
Oh, so no. Okay. So then there's no
yeah, you can compete with the overall crowns.
Well, the second weekend it'll be weekend 2, Zootopia will win.
Yeah.
It'll overthrow.
It's coming out on the 26th.
Yeah. Wicked will be number 1. Zootopia will overthrow it.
Yes.
Yeah. Agreed. Kevin says Superman Herm is real. Maybe. Let's see. I see what you did there. All right, 68 so far, John. Can you get to 100?
Come on, guys. 32 more. Let's go.
That's right. Oh, it's actually 69 right now. Is what we're at. Dancing Dog 60. Snyder needs to take some Pepto-Bismol, let it go. I mean, look, if he's got if he's doing some negotiating deals that has a chance, and if he's talking to Gunn and saying, look, there's an opportunity. I mean, I don't know. I want to find all the deal before you say let it go. I don't know yet. Nathan Drake. Should they ever cast Maui for live action? No way.
Yeah, no
way.
It's The Rock, man.
Yeah, no way. Everybody wants to see him play Maui. No way. I'm looking once this goes. I'm gonna do a reaction to that.
Yeah.
Teaser. So as soon as this goes, Armada. Lost my wallet at a theater once, and the usher wouldn't let me check the theater I left it in. Oh man, I had to buy another ticket for movie again. I would have went right past that person. I would have said, you can follow me and you can call the cops.
Yeah.
You would go right past that person.
I'm getting my damn wallet. Yeah.
But 100% no. Buy another ticket. I would have said, smell my asshole. So 71 right now.
Let's go.
Okay. So thank you, Armada. I'm sorry that happened to you. I would have asked for a refund too.
Oh yeah, 100%.
I'm so mad about your tweet. When was that? And I want to call them and get a refund for you now, even if it was 20 years ago. The Little Yankee, happy Monday. Glad you got your keys back. Me too. And the diner near AMC Lincoln Square is still there. It is. Yeah, no, we went. The Saudis want WB, believable. The Snyderverse back, thumbs down. I know. I just don't think there's, but I agree with you, John. I don't think there's gonna be enough people. There'll be enough people who are excited about it, but I don't think there's gonna be enough people who are excited about it to make it warranted. I don't know.
I mean, look at the Justice League numbers. They did well for streaming, but
right.
I
know. It's interesting. All right, let's see.
People overestimate the interest.
King of the Wicker People, Part 1. The Snyderverse was undercut since BVS. Warner Bros. Cut out very important story info that made the theatrical and current movie. Agreed. Then Warner Bros. Didn't want the cut, so they gave us Justice League. I mean, I don't disagree with that. It was handled very poorly.
I would disagree with the look. The BVS extended edition isn't better. I know a lot of people like to say it's better. It's not. All it does is show you how much of this movie is wasted, even more so before we get to any action sequences. So for me, it's not a better film. So even though WB might cut it up for the release, even the director's cut isn't that strong. So.
I like the director's cut a little bit more personally. King of the Wicker People, all this muddy the waters of how people viewed the initial Snyderverse. It wasn't until BVS Ultimate Edition and proper Snyder's Justice League that people saw something pretty unique and different from Marvel.
But not enough people.
And not enough, I guess it's true. Hey, Mr. CJ, praise the big man upstairs. You still have your keys. I'm telling you. I was starting to plan in my head. I'm like, okay, I've got to go and get, because I got my wife's car key on here. I got my car key. I'm gonna have to replace the freaking thing on the key fobs. I got my freaking the gym membership stuff on here. I got my office keys. I got my house keys. So it was brutal.
Yeah,
brutal. I was very, very happy coming out of that theater. Corn Emperor, I don't want Ellison at all. 100% don't want unlimited Saudi money involved. That influence can actually be much worse than stifle creatives. They can bury movies without tax incentives. Trillions. Yeah.
Good point.
Great point. Great point. 72, John. 72. Nice. Corn Emperor follows it up. I love the Snyderverse some, but unfortunately it's over. I already moved on. I already broke Cavill's heart. Ben's broken with Batman. Too late, in my opinion. Very well said.
Yeah. I mean, you're jerking Henry Cavill around. You let him get yanked into that Black Adam bullshit, and now you're going to bring him back to Superman. I just don't know if he wants to do that.
It's again, that's why the Saudi element only makes sense, because the amount of money you'd have to throw at Henry Cavill to want to do that again is going to be extraordinary, and so if they're okay, it's going to cost an arm and a leg to bring him back, Affleck back, and you would have to give Affleck a directing movie.
1000%.
You have to.
Yeah.
Christopher Brickner. I didn't like Stephen Knight writing the Ray movie, mainly because Knight was in a bad slump at the time from 2015, 2021, when his scripts were not good, though he appears to be out of his slump now. I mean, it's got to be better than what we've been getting in general with Star Wars, though. No? I would have much rather seen that.
I don't know.
Yeah. I mean, he's doing Bond now. So, I mean, clearly, yeah. Joe Hendo TV. Guys, come on. I love the Snyderverse trilogy, but this ain't happening. Again, if you've got insight to what the Saudis are thinking, let us know if you've got sources. But I will not definitively ever say this isn't happening, because that's what I was told to say about Downey coming back and playing Doom. That's not happening. I was told that, come on, I love Downey, but that's not happening. I heard that, and then then it did. So I never say it ain't happening. I happen to lean more on the side that it won't happen.
Right.
But I'm never going to say definitely not happening. Definitely not. No way. I don't think that Nolan's involved. I can't say definitely not.
People were so adamant that the JL was never going to happen. Zack Snyder's Justice League was never going to happen. Never. And then it happened.
People threw me into that. And it was because Live, there were people who said that. I was like, there's always a possibility. There's always a way to do it. GoPal. I like Daniel Lackman and everything I've seen. Ditchin Lackman. I
don't know who that is.
Oh, you know what I started to watch last night was the one with Dakota Fanning and Skarsgård.
Sentimental Value.
Yeah, did you see it yet?
Not yet. That's on the list for possibly today or tomorrow.
Just started watching it last night, and I'm about half an hour in. I like it so far.
They gave us Rental Family, which I'm going to watch this afternoon.
Oh, you know who Ditchin? She was in.
What's she?
Oh shoot, was she just in? What's that one with? Oh my God, was she just in The Accountant too? I feel like she was just in The Accountant too. Am I wrong about that? But I feel like she was.
Okay.
Did you see The Accountant too?
I did. I don't remember her in the.
Let me see. I'm going to double check and make sure.
Severance.
Right. She was in Severance, and she was right. She was in
Jurassic World.
Am I wrong about that? Maybe I'm wrong.
Well, I don't see her listed for.
Maybe I'm wrong. I'm thinking of somebody else. Yeah. So never mind. But she was. It's Severance that I'm thinking. Haskell, sup guys? Netflix new 6-episode series Last Samurai Stadium Chapter 1 is fantastic with some of the best battle sword fighting on screen. Episodes run to 45-51. Great. That sounds good.
Watch that. Yeah, thanks for. I know you DM me, Haskell. Sorry I didn't respond to you, but yeah, I'm glad you put it up here. Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I'm a huge samurai guy.
I know you are. Yeah, for sure. 72. Come on, we can get to. Can we get to 100? I think we can do it. Dancing Dog 60. Faroka. John is always cool and entertaining.
Oh, thank you.
There you go. People like you. See
that rare person that likes me. Thank you.
I think more people like it than you think. Christopher Brickner. A good thing for Zelda films is that in the games, Link and Zelda's essence keep getting reincarnated every few centuries, which makes it easy to recast. Well, yes and no.
Yeah,
you can recast, and I guess easy to recast, sure,
right?
But you're always going to get compared to the people that were there last.
Yeah,
and
100%.
Yeah, because guess what also didn't work in the Narnia movies? Once those kids got older, and they had to like replace them all with new, because you could say the same thing, right? Well, the good news is that by the time you get to third, you don't need those kids anymore. You get new kids. That didn't work. New kids didn't work. Carlton Rudder, London Calling. Saw House of Dynamite and Frankenstein this weekend. Gave The Running Man a miss. Also, great Back to the Future tribute, John, and the Cinephiles. Did you do Back to the Future?
Yeah, we did it yesterday. We did a tribute, Steve and I, on our YouTube channel and on our podcast stream. So yeah, Back to the Future. A lot of fun to talk about.
C Black. Moana live action is making $1 billion after that trailer. Wow. Check out that trailer.
Okay.
All right, let's see. 75.
Come on.
Dancing Dogs, 60. Powell is a fun dude. He's just not a movie star. I agree.
Agreed.
Yeah, that's it. He's a fun dude.
I would love to kick back at beers.
Have a beer. 100%.
100%.
Yeah. You know what? I think to be fair to him, he's just not a movie star yet.
Possibly. I mean, he's almost 40, bro. So,
but I don't care if Rodney Dangerfield wasn't a star until he was in the 60s.
That's a great point.
So anybody, if you earn it, but he didn't just give him a movie.
I know.
Did Caddyshack.
And Glenn's been working for years. So I'm like, he's been working to this.
He's been working for years, but it's like, I just, it's you got to build. Francisco Lopez. If that's true about Snyder putting for the DCEU, that's effing sad and pathetic. Snyder needs to forget about this movie, move on, and let this shit go. Easier said than done.
Yeah, it's not your babies.
It's not your babies. Plus the fact you don't have someone saying, "Hey, we'll give you $1 trillion to run it." Not that they're going to give him $1 trillion, but you know what I mean. Like, if you had somebody call you up and go, "Look, we're going to give you unlimited money to bring this thing back," and what a win it would be for you to be the king again.
Yeah,
Francisco, you can't say that you would turn that down. You, as you right now, can say that, but I don't believe you.
He would totally reboot the Schmodown if he wanted. If he could, if they give him $1 trillion, Francisco would. He totally would.
I'm sure. Yeah. Don Ronaldo McWhiskey. Adjusting for inflation, I could see Zelda making what used to be $1 billion in 2017, but now $750 million. I got to see a trailer, but I still think it's got a shot. Yeah. Armada. The new Running Man was bad. I won't go bad, in my opinion. I don't go bad. I just go, I agree with John. There's a lot in there. It's like, oh, there's such a good movie in there. And then it turns into another movie. And you're like, oh, I don't like this movie. And then it gets back to that movie. You're like, oh, this movie's back. And then it turns into another movie. And you're like, it's all over the place.
And can Lee Pace stop playing villains? Oh my God. He was so.
I didn't mind him.
Not good. I just didn't like him.
Really? I didn't mind him. And then, but then who's the girl from Coda and Task?
Yeah. Emilia Jones. She was good.
Great. Where'd you come from? Out of nowhere.
Exactly. It's so wasted. It's like all of a sudden we're going to present you this. What? Yeah.
I thought he had more chemistry with her. She was his wife.
Yeah.
Dancing Dog 60. Okay, maybe Powell will find stardom as he ages. Liam Neeson didn't find his niche until Taken. Yeah. But Liam Neeson was still starring in movies and doing stuff way before Taken. He didn't find the action movies until Taken, but he was, they gave him Darkman really early.
That's true.
And he was doing Michael Collins or not Michael Collins, Michael Collins, right?
Yeah, Michael Collins. Yeah,
Michael Collins, and he was starring in
Rob
a bunch
Roy.
of stuff.
Yeah.
Rob Roy. I think Powell is talented. He just can't draw an audience. Yeah, I'm with you. I think he's very talented.
So too. Yeah.
And it's also a very different time from when Liam Neeson was starring and stuff, even during the Taken era, as opposed to now. Okay. And like the Beat Back Restore the Gunverse. He's not dead yet. They're not done yet. Jim Burton, what's up, guys? Yo, Kristian, you ever think of doing a Roofman reaction with Sam? Underseen crowd pleaser, solid mom movie. I don't think it's a mom movie at all. at all. No, it's definitely not a mom movie. And then I would love to watch that with Sam. I just feel like I will tell you, it's going to be in my top 10 of the year, for sure. But I will tell you that You haven't seen it yet?
No, Jeff keeps giving me shit for not saying I got to see it.
Dude, I tell people about this movie, and every time I have the same reaction, which is never heard of it. Yeah. No one's ever heard of this movie. And then after I tell them what it's about, they're all like, "Oh my God, that sounds so intriguing." Especially the fact that it's a true story. So yeah, I just don't know. I don't feel like anyone would click on it if I did it, because no one even knows what it is.
Yeah, no one even watched it. So
no one even watched it. So I think it did okay in the theater, though, didn't it? I don't know, maybe not. I thought it did okay.
I'll take a look, Roy.
Yeah, for what it cost and what it made. Simon Section, John, to clarify, the Dirty Dozen movie, it was the TV movie called The Next Mission, starring Ken Wall and Rico Ross. I still hate it.
Yeah, I watched that Dirty Dozen movie. Terrible. I remember it. Yeah, Lee Marvin was in it.
Okay.
And Ernest Borgnine. I remember. Yeah.
Okay. So 80 right now. 80.
So Roofman made 32 and it cost 18 million.
Okay, so it's okay. It did okay.
It did okay.
Did okay. Didn't bomb.
Yeah.
Shay Markel, Running Man, 3 out of 5 for me. Powell's acting was great, but the moments that needed heart fell flat. Agreed.
Yeah.
Scene at the beginning with his boss made me cringe. It wasn't great. That wasn't a great moment. I agree.
Why you waste David Zayas in one scene?
Yeah.
Why you waste David Zayas? Like,
come
on. So many
Go Pal. I saw Vogue on Friday, even knowing F all about the French New Wave or having seen Breathless. It was really enjoyable. Did you see it?
I haven't seen that one yet. It's on my Netflix thing. I can't wait to see it because I'm a big fan of Breathless, and so I want to see how they made that movie through that film. Yep.
Don Ronaldo McWhiskey, Ruby Rose is a cautionary tale in how not to impress potential new employers. Let's not talk trash about others in your industry, folks. I mean, talking trash is John and I both agree on is not the way to go.
Yeah.
Voicing concerns, being a voice for your community, showing strength in your beliefs, I don't think should ever be taken away, especially on your own platforms. But to go after people and call people names, it's trashy.
I saw a clip from some of these these black comics host a podcast. Godfrey's one of them. I love his Trump impression, by the way, is amazing. But they were making fun of Terry Crews, and I was like, why are you making fun of a brother who is acting in a tough business? And they were essentially making fun of him
because it's cool to be.
I guess, that's what bothered me. I was like, Terry is great, and it's not because he's white acceptable. Terry can go when he wants to go hard. He can go hard, and so it's to me it reeked of jealousy. And I was like, this is the first time I felt like that. I was like, see, that's not the way.
It happens all of the time.
Yeah, it's not the way.
All the time.
Yeah.
Shay Markel, Powell seems to have a lot of range from dramatic to comedic. I don't think Hollywood or his team knows what lane he shines best in. Fair. Fair.
Maybe.
Very fair. I think that's what I'd like to see him do now.
Yeah.
Let's go away from the commercial stuff. Let's go into some of these, start showing up in some of the November, December Oscar movies.
Yeah,
let's see what you got.
Let's put your materialists in the Chris Evans role. Let's see what you got.
Right. He would have been good in that. He would have been good in that role. Yeah. Gopal. Turns out Linklater makes a good movie.
Yes.
What did he just do again? The Blue Moon?
Yes.
I didn't see it yet.
It's on the app.
Yeah, it's on. Oh my. All right, Brady, thank you so much. Everyone complained about comedians going to Saudi. No one's saying a peep about Mr. Beast opening a theme park in Saudi. I don't think anyone knew.
Of course they did, Brady. Yeah. What? Are you crazy?
Or all the sports events that take place there. Is the outrage isolated to Hollywood? Virtual signaling?
Listen, oh my God. I don't want to. Okay, I'm not going to get upset. I'm trying to really hard not get upset anymore. So, Brady, I'm not going to get mad at you, but you should do some research on this stuff. And I would encourage you all to do research on stuff before you comment. Don't just live in your echo chamber. A lot of people were complained about the sporting events that take place in Saudi. A lot of people complained about Mr. Beast. Mr. Beast had to react to it and issue a statement about it. So, yes, people complain. This is not virtue signaling. People are complaining across the board about Saudi.
They're going to be complaining a lot about this too.
Yeah.
Sarah Figueroa. Hello, Sarah. Comparing Powell to Courtney and Worthington, you two are underestimating the projects he's producing for his Barnstorm banner and writing on his own. It's why he won't suffer the same fate. Too involved. You're talking about different things here.
Yeah, two different things.
Very different. I'm not talking about how he's involved in producing and all that. Where they're similar at, I'm not talking about career and just not as far as paralleling their careers. I'm talking about the Hollywood machine that is. Here's who you're supposed to. That's your new movie star. That's your new movie star. That's your new movie star. He falls into that category right now because that's what Hollywood is doing and throwing it at. I'm not talking about whatever he's doing for Brainstorm. Or that's the whole look. If he's doing smaller things that are now through this company that are going to shine his acting ability, which is good, that could be the road to go. So you're kind of adding to what we're saying more so than anything else here. John, what do you think?
Yeah, 100%. We're just talking about acting. You bringing in this other stuff is like people going, well, you're not thinking about the ancillaries and all this. No, what was the box office? That's what we care about.
Right.
That's what the point is. And the same thing here with acting. And it's different, right? Courtney Worthington. But I guarantee you, Sarah, you don't know what Jai Courtney's been producing. You don't know what Sam Worthington's been producing. He could be a producer on the Avatar films, right?
That's true.
Cameras, but he could be a producer. So you don't know in the comparison of what they're all doing.
100%. We don't know kind of points and anything he got. I mean, successful wise, we're not talking about success. We're just talking about the idea of like acceptance of who is a movie star. Shay Markel, Powell's performance in Top Gun and then Devotion immediately after. That's what convinced me he's a star. The acting is there, just not a string project. You know who I like? Leonardo DiCaprio to me is someone like. I was always like when I Titanic was like one of the biggest movies of all time. I was like, yeah, he's good.
He's okay.
Then he was in other stuff, and then for a long time, all he does is scream and yell and cry.
Yes,
and I didn't like him. It was The Departed. When I saw The Departed, I said, that's a movie star.
I agree with you.
I think that's a movie star. And then that from that point on, he went from being a guy that I was like, he's talented to I'll see everything he's in.
Yeah,
and he has not disappointed since.
Yeah. I agree with you 100%.
Right? Inception's one of my favorite movies of all time. Wolf of Wall Street, one of my favorite movies of all time. He just crushed it in one battle after another. That's a movie star.
This is the problem we have, and this is the truth of it. I guess I don't want to say that because I'm going to get in some trouble, but I think there are, well, fine, I'll say it. I think there are some critics who have never been actors and have no idea what they're talking about when it comes to acting sometimes. And too many people wanted to hand DiCaprio the acting title in The Aviator. He was still working towards The Departed. The Departed is when he became a movie star and an actor. You're 100% right, Kristian. He was working towards that. And just like anything else, people want to hand these actors way too much credit early on and not let them grow into becoming a better actor. And DiCaprio wasn't there yet. As much as people wanted to make him, he wasn't there in Aviator. No. It wasn't until Departed. You're 100% right.
That's what I'm saying. So and I think Powell could get there. Well, let's see though. Let's see.
Cruise got there. Look, I know people love Born on the 4th of July. Cruise he's good in that, just like DiCaprio's good in Aviator, but he isn't great until Magnolia. Magnolia is where you see what Tom Cruise can effing do, and that's the difference.
And he challenged himself on that one too.
You have to.
Samuel Allen. Tough year for the Stephen King adaptations, in my opinion. Really? What? Wow. Really? I disagree. What's an underrated one for you guys? Mine are Apt Pupil and Storm of the Century. I've never seen. I know I have seen Apt Pupil. It was so long ago. So long ago. Who was the kid? I know it was Ian McKellen, but who was the kid?
Oh God,
was it?
I don't remember.
I don't remember. And then Storm of the Century, I don't think I've ever seen, but I actually think it's been a great year for adaptations. I really like Welcome to Derry a lot, and I loved Long Walk's one of my favorite movies of the year.
Yeah, I thought Long Walk was great. I
loved it.
I'm gonna give PLD some love here because he loves Ed Harris.
Yeah.
And I saw Needful Things in the theaters, and I love Needful Things, that adaptation. And no one talks about Needful Things. And Ed Harris is great in that movie, and that movie is a damn good adaptation of a damn good film. So,
Hunter Vance, Roca, you're a lot more reasonable in speaking about a topic than when you're tweeting about it. Have a great week, guys. I'm telling you.
I only have 240 characters, so I've got to get it concise,
It's the truth. My favorite. This is my favorite comment. This is. I like how Harlow's beginning to embrace art house movies. I've always have.
Yes.
Since I've been with Schmoes and everything.
I can verify this.
I always have.
Kristian and I have always talked about the art house
for a very long time. Yeah. But then again, Sold Styles might be a brand new viewer. I don't know. Yeah. Shay Markel. I really enjoy Badlands. It was a lot of fun. I want more stories with Deck. The score was perfect. I think we're going to get more stories. But, I'll tell you what, John, I finally saw, and there's going to be a spoiler here for Killer of Killers.
Go ahead.
So I finally saw Killer of Killers, and you saw it, right?
Yeah, I loved it.
I'm going to now push back against you that I do think that Dutch is needed. And I'll tell you why.
Go ahead.
I think that they need to do a movie with old Dutch, old Danny Glover, and Amber Midthunder. It's the reveal at the very end. They're trying to get off the Predator planet. The three of them. And they're not going to be able to fight and do anything. She's got to be able to do a lot of stuff too. They're going to be able to do whatever they can. Danny Glover's not going to be able to do any fighting, but they've been old. They're aging out there, and they got to get off that planet. The three of them together. You wouldn't want to see that movie with Trachtenberg directing?
I'll remove.
Oh my God,
Danny Glover, and I'll put in Lawrence Fishburne from Predators. I'd rather see that. Because I don't like Predator 2 at all. Nothing about.
I don't either. But he's who they showed in that reveal. That's why I brought.
I know you're right. They did.
If they showed Fishburne, then they said put Fishburne in it. But they showed those three, and it's Trachtenberg who's been doing it. I loved the Killers, by the way. Loved it.
So good.
Didn't realize. I thought they were little vignettes. Like that didn't mean they all tie together. It was brilliant. I loved it.
Tied to the Batman. Yeah.
I would actually go Killer of Killers. Badlands and then Prey, but I could move all three of them around.
All three, I 100% agree with you. All three move around depending on the day you
easily. Harv's K. John, what did you think of Hamnet? I saw it over the weekend. It was the most emotionally cathartic films I've ever seen, or I've seen in some time.
Yeah, it's a phenomenal movie.
Is it really good?
Yeah, it's so good. But I mean, like, it's about the loss, right? It's in the trailer. It's the loss of their child. But they do exactly what I say.
Watch that.
Yeah, that's tough, brother. But they do exactly what I say you're supposed to do. They give you enough time with the characters and the relationship and their relationship with their child before the thing happens. And then they give you all this time afterwards to see them dealing with it and processing it. It's amazing. It's amazing. And if you're a Shakespeare person, it is absolutely
going to be hard for me to watch, but I mean, I guess I got to watch it.
It's rough. But Jesse is amazing. Jesse's amazing. Yeah.
Any chance of an Apes trilogy reaction? I got to find someone who hasn't seen it. I think I don't know if Sam's seen the last two, but I think she's seen the first two.
Right on.
So I don't know.
Okay.
Michael Mackenzie, what's going to make more coin? Toy Story 5 or Mario? I'm going to say Mario.
I'd say Mario.
Yeah, I'm going to say Mario.
Yeah.
But not by much.
Right.
Ralph, my packed IMAX theater erupted in applause when Sean Penn emerged with bloody face and won battle with that Vince walk. Are we supposed to clap for the villain? He did some crazy stuff in there for sure.
Where do you live, Ralph?
Yeah.
That might cue me in on why people applauded, but
yeah,
I think it's because Sean did such a wonderful job in that character that when he showed up again, you're like, oh my God, it's
genius.
Yeah.
I
can't believe people think he's not going to be nominated. If he's not
who said that?
Jeff keeps saying he's going to get nominated over Benicio. Benicio's going to get nominated over Sean.
I wouldn't. I'll tell you what. I don't think that should happen, but I wouldn't be upset if that happened. Because I just loved. The reason why is because when I left, I said, "Oh, if Sean Penn wasn't in this, Benicio Toro would probably get nominated." That's why. Because I said he's so good in it. He's so good. He's so good. That's off the app already.
Oh yeah, I know.
They
did let us know it was only going to be for a certain amount of time.
I know. Joe Hendo TV. Also, I'm just being realistic. I supported the Snyder Cut getting released back in the day because it was a near finished film. Warner and Netflix aren't going to invest millions in another film for a day. Oh no. Warner and Netflix. Wait. Hold on a second, Joe. You're not listening to what we're talking about here. So Warner and Netflix. There's no one on this panel that thinks that's even a possibility.
Yeah, I don't think so.
We're talking about if the Saudis, who have a relationship with Snyder, get it, who have money to just throw into the street if they want to.
Right.
That's where it could happen. Not Warner Brothers and Netflix. If Warner Brothers and Netflix is the deal, then I agree with you, Joe. Then it's not going to happen. But if the Saudis get it, I think you're not going to be as confident in your statement. You shouldn't be. If it is indeed, because Snyder has a relationship with him.
Yeah.
Scott Horowitz, movie fight. Snyder slow-mo versus J.J. Ames lens flare. Give me the lens flare all day long.
I've never had an issue with his lens flare.
The lens flare, I can just look to the side and just still focus in on the story. I'm telling you, like that freaking, I mention it all the time.
Yeah.
That Rebel Moon thing, Sophia Boutella is in the middle of this fight. I'm like, oh yeah, I'm locked in, and then here she comes.
Yeah.
Stop. Just go to the fight, and it's like 7 seconds on the freaking slow motion punch. It's like that does not work.
Yeah, I agree.
The world isn't prepared for Nolan's Odyssey, says Ralph. I'm with you. I cannot wait. Right now it's my number one.
Yeah,
could change.
Those images were great.
Right now it's my number one. 93, John. 93.
Nice. Come on, 7 more. Let's go.
Ralph. I watched Departed again last night. It's my favorite Scorsese. Any chance we can watch on the channel? Say hi to your mother for me. I think I'm pretty sure Sam has seen that one. I don't know if Steph has seen it.
Departed.
If Steph hasn't seen that, then it might be a Steph movie. And I don't know if Winston's seen it. I'm not sure.
I think Winston hasn't seen it. I would put money on it.
Maybe not.
Yeah.
I know, but I don't know.
Departed.
Let's see. Seattle KO, support for Roca.
Thank you.
Go.
Very kind.
The Blazing Kitties. Hey, Roca, regarding Power Girl movie, if Gunn does it, since Kara is more mature and older, shouldn't it be Cassandra Hendricks in the role? Either way, both good choices.
Christina Hendricks. I think it's starting to say Christina Hendricks from Mad Men.
Oh, from Mad Men. Okay.
Yeah, no, she doesn't have the chops to pull off Power Girl. No offense. Okay. Christina's great enough for that.
Who was the other one you mentioned that would be great?
Sydney Sweeney.
Oh, Sydney Sweeney.
That's the choice. There's no other choice.
Okay.
That is the choice.
Okay.
I
don't know the character well enough to say.
She's buxom and she's strong. Sydney can play that. So.
Sydney Sweeney, by the way, I didn't realize how much of an athlete she was. She because sometimes you can tell if somebody knows how to throw a punch.
Yeah.
Like, for example, you know how much I love Julia Roberts. She cannot throw a punch. She was in some movie that my wife and I were watching, which was the Runaway Bride.
Oh yeah, right.
And she's hitting the punching bag. I'm like, no.
Yeah.
But then you see Sydney Sweeney, and you're like, oh, wait a minute.
Yeah.
That's someone who knows she knows what she was throwing combinations. She was stepping in the right way. She knows what she's doing.
Yep.
So I'd love to see her in another action movie. Something like that. Yeah. Dancing Dog 60. Cavill would be about 45 if the shit first returned. But again, you can get an older Batman. Affleck too. Affleck's older too.
Cavill at 45, Kristen looks better than some of these actors at in their 20s. So give me a
100%. How is no one mentioning that Affleck would be old too?
Affleck would be.
He's older than Cavill. Yes, because he's already set. They already established him as an older Batman.
They were so good together, man. Fuck, they have such great chemistry together.
Gopal says Ditch and Lockman was in Altered Carbon and Dollhouse.
Oh, okay.
So Altered Carbon, every time I hear about Altered Carbon, I always think of Silver Pictures because they had that script for so long as a movie, and they were trying to get it off the ground for so long.
Wow.
Naveed really had a hold of it, and they were trying for so long. And I remember then they turned it into a TV show, and I was like, oh, I don't know if Joel had anything to do with it, if they lost it or whatever it would be. But every time I hear Altered Carbon, all I do is think about my time at Silver as well. Alex, Zack Snyder, Henry Cavill could literally be dead, and people would be calling to restore the Snyderverse. You don't see me out here keeping my fingers crossed for season 2 of Firefly. I'll tell you, there's a lot of people who still want that show too.
Alex, don't lie. Alex, don't lie. I know you keep your fingers crossed for season 2 of Firefly.
It's true. I mean, even you could don't be surprised. Hotel Nerd, there goes the push for smaller budgets if Saudi Arabia buys Warner Bros. That's a great point.
Yeah, true.
It's a great point because the budgets are going to be huge for these things. Oh my goodness, John, I'm going to throw an audible real quick.
Okay, what's going on?
There's a story that Brooke, I know we got a little bit of we're going over here, but it's worth it. As you and I are both.
Do you want to take down the chat call?
Yeah, I will. Just give me a second.
Okay.
Yeah, I got to find the story, but it's right here. This is a big one for me and you because I know we're both big fans of this movie. Okay. So if this actually happens, I am going to be stoked.
Oh!
Christian Bale circling the role of Michael Mann's Heat 2. I mean, wow. Deadline has learned that Michael Mann has his Public Enemy star Christian Bale circling a major role alongside Leonardo DiCaprio in Heat 2. Amazon, MGM Studios, and UA will start production on the second installment of the Heat classic. Mann wrote the script based on the New York Times bestseller he authored with Meg Gardner. The film is being produced by Mann, Bruckheimer, Stuber, Nesbitt, and Shane Slater and Eric Roth. It was not clear what he would play, but the script has drawn strong interest from top talent. Bale and DiCaprio have won Oscars, giving Mann a chance to match the high bar he set with the original, which had De Niro, Pacino, and Kilmer. In 95, Heat started Pacino as Vincent Hanna. While it was a hit, it has since become a crime classic with a global following. Heat 2, the novel, is penned by Mann and Gardner, but it is not a novelization of the film. Rather, it tells the story of everything that happens to the principal characters before and after the events of the original movie. The book was published in 2022, jumps between two time periods. The first follows Chaleris as he tries to what?
Chris. Yeah, Chris.
Yeah, as he tries to evade the LAPD and Hannah following the bank robbery gone bad, and which moves forward into new territory in the tri-border zone and Southeast Asia. The second storyline takes readers back to Chicago in 98 when Macaulay, Solaris, and their Highline crew are taking scores on the West Coast. Oh my God, sign me up.
Yeah.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
I was on board for this movie like already. You get Bale and DiCaprio, those are two of my favorites. You're gonna get that, and plus Michael Mann and this story. Oh my God, that would 100% leap into, if that's next, that won't be next year, it would be till like 2027.
Right.
But if it did, that would leapfrog into my number one most anticipated.
100%. 100%. I mean, you know how much you match De Niro and Pacino, you bring in Bale and DiCaprio. Like that's an amazing thing.
100%.
Yeah.
That is absolutely the way to do that.
Yep.
I mean, you got to be kidding me.
I imagine he'd be playing the main villain. There's rumors that DiCaprio would do it, but maybe it's Christian Bale, and Bale would be a great villain.
So who would DiCaprio be then?
Yeah, I think DiCaprio might be playing. There's rumors that he might be playing Chris, the Val Kilmer character. But we'll see.
But that means but if he's Chris,
he's like
he'd be Chris in the future.
That's what I'm saying. But again, as I said, the novelization is not necessarily going to be what the movie is. I think they're going to take elements from the novel to create the movie. That's what I think. Yeah,
I'm so excited for this one.
Yeah.
I went and did that story, so I lost our place, but we have quite a few. So John, if you can stick around a little later today, because we got
I might need to grab or use the restroom real quick, but other than that, I'm good. Yeah.
We got 97 so far, so we got quite a few. Let me see. I just want to get back to where we were. See what the last one was. Okay. I think Hotel Nerd, was that the last one we had about the budgets? I think so.
Yeah, about the budgets.
Yes. And then Geek Lodestars. John, what are you currently playing? Dispatch?
I'm still playing Ghost of Yote. So I'm not done with playing Ghost of Yote yet, but I know what's the new Call of Duty? What is it, the new one that's coming out on Thanksgiving Day? I'm
not sure.
That one up. Black Ops. Oh, Black Ops.
Oh, okay.
I'll be picking that one up. So yeah. But yeah.
Trey Porter, y'all checking out the Alex versus A-Rod documentary? Definitely. It was him coming to terms with everything that's happened in his career, being at peace with it. He seems to have matured. Like you see him, like, and I think he, like, what he does, the way he is. I actually really like him on commentary with Jeter.
He's great.
And Poppy. I think they're all really good together, and I think he's kind of matured.
You know what's ironic? I think Poppy and A-Rod have kind of eclipsed Jeter in terms of commentary and whatever. Like Jeter's on there for fun, but I think Poppy and A-Rod,
they're better analysts. They're better analysts.
Yes, 100%.
Yeah, I agree with you.
Yep,
I agree. And I look, Jeter's one of my favorites of all time.
Of course, the captain.
They play. They're more fun than Jeter is.
Yeah, he is.
He's like serious dad.
Jeter's just there for for credibility because he won all those.
100%, and he should be. Trey Porter never realized how obsessive he was with the game from when he was a child to his pro career. It's fair to say he puts the games over his family. Yeah, I mean, I gotta check that out. I really do want to see that. Then again, to be that great of a player, you have to make certain sacrifices. Yeah, and I'm sure that they covered. And I don't know, Trey, did they cover the steroids and everything too? I'm not sure.
Yeah, I watched the first episode, and he leans into it from the beginning.
Good for him.
Oh yeah,
he should. Yeah. If WB oust Gunn, could he fix Sony Marvel? No, Dick Smoker. By the way, writes that even better.
Kevin Feige would never bring Gunn back over.
No, he's talking about Sony Marvel. He's talking about Sony Marvel.
Sony Marvel. What's left over? Just Spider-Man?
If Gunn leaves this, he's not going back to this type of work.
Right.
He's going to take the bag of cash that he made and he's going to make movies with his family.
He's barely doing this role. He's directing everything. He's barely doing this role, for God's sake.
No. Fireside Reviews. Edgar Wright was working on a smaller film. And by the way, I'm going to say that Gunn's not going anywhere. Yeah. But it was hard to get funds. Running Man got greenlit faster. Insight to the industry. That's fair too.
Sure.
Yeah. He's probably working on something that's hard. I mean, look, I'll tell you right now, I'm running a freaking Kickstarter to get this pilot me. I understand. I get it. It's not easy to get financing. And I have big people involved in this thing. It is not easy to get financing. So I totally get that.
But now he took the money, did this movie, probably because he was half-hearted about it. And look at the result of the movie. It's a bit mixed. And now it's a bomb. And that's a bad look on him. So taking the money isn't always the best way to go.
True. Don't forget Liam was in Krull, the poor man's story. You know what? I haven't seen Krull so long until you said that. And honestly, I forgot. I don't even remember that he was in it. I don't even remember that he was in it. Did you?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I
Totally.
didn't remember.
One of those 80s guilty pleasures.
Yeah, I haven't seen that movie probably since the mid 80s.
He's in Excalibur, 1981.
Wow.
Excalibur.
Wow. Yeah, he's been around forever.
Yeah.
C Black, I think Doomsday can make more than Endgame if Hugh, Toby, and Ryan are all in it. Deadpool 3 made 1.4, not including Chris Evans and OG Avenger and Fox X-Men. It's potentially, absolutely. Avengers carries a name that can get the casual viewers excited about it, even if they don't know what the hell is going on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's the box office for Endgame? It's at 2.8 billion.
2.8. They made almost 3 billion. Holy moly!
You think it'll make 3 billion? Maybe.
I don't know. I don't think it will, because I don't think that there's enough push. I don't think there's enough push from the MCU in the way that Endgame was. But I think he's got a shot for 2.
Yeah.
Yeah. Joey Pedras. Tatiana Maslany was great in Keeper. Horror's a great direction for her. She's great.
Yeah, Tatiana's great. Regardless, She-Hulk hate was so unwarranted. Tatiana's great. She's a damn good actress.
That show was the farts, but she was good though. No, she was not. She was good. Gopal. Linklater also did what? Oh, he did that one too. I didn't know.
Oh, okay.
I didn't know that.
Did that one? Okay, good.
Didn't know that. Okay, 99, John. We're almost there.
Hey.
Shay Markel. Apparently, Allison Mack is out and pursuing a degree in social work. I support redemption, but she shouldn't be allowed to revolve people. I actually don't disagree with you. I mean, but then again, you know, I don't know what she's done, seen, had conversations about, you know, come to talking about A-Rod, very different situation, but like, you know, when it comes to understanding what you did, who you're like, I don't know, but that doesn't seem like someone I would want helping me with my problems.
This is way too big of a conversation. I missed that first. I don't, you know,
that's fair. That's fair.
She's an actress who definitely wants the spotlight. Has always wanted the spotlight, and she wants to blame everyone else for everything that happened to her.
Oh, is that what she's been doing?
Totally put Kristen Kruk into the flame.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Kristen Kruk is the one who introduced her to the cult. Kristen got out before she.
So it's Kristen's fault, not her fault. Okay.
Yeah, exactly. And then Alex is the one, you know, engraving her initials on women's bodies. Fuck her, man.
Hey, Mr. CJ. Happy 35th to Home Alone. I can't believe that's that old. Same. Well, that happy 35th to Rocky 5.
Oh God.
I know. Miguel Zane. How do y'all think? Who do y'all think Bale will be playing in Heat 2? Is Driver still on board? Leo is definitely still on board. Vincent Hanna is a bit hard to cast. I wonder if he's going to play. You know who he could play? Macaulay.
Neil Macaulay.
Yeah, he could play Macaulay. It's that kind of stone-faced, you know, strategist. Yeah. He could easily play Macaulay.
Okay.
If you were going to say who's going to replace De Niro as Macaulay, and you want Christian Bale, you'd be like, okay,
all right,
right,
that's fair point.
Right? Like who's going to say, oh, he can't carry the weight of De Niro? Like, yeah, he can.
He's super intense like that.
100%, he's intense. I think him playing Macaulay would be great. I like Adam Driver, but if you're going to tell me that you can either have Adam Driver or Bale, see you later, Adam Driver. See you later. See you in that Kylo movie.
Yeah.
Don Ronaldo McWhiskey. Maybe we can get Ruby Rose for cheap on the series.
Oh.
No. Wouldn't I really wouldn't. For a lot of different reasons, but no. Wiley Todd, seeing Wicked for good tonight at the Amazon screening. Very excited.
Nice.
Enjoy it. Curious about the new songs. Love this Universe Wizard of Ozness. What I will say is, and this is what everybody says anyway, and I agree, the songs in the first one are way better than this one.
Yeah.
But that's just the nature of the play.
Kristian, we have Ruby Rose on line 2.
Can I speak to her?
Yeah, big balls. You can get in there. You can talk to her. Sure.
I got lots to say.
I'm sure you do. Paul Hitchcock. Kristian wants Predator Cocoon. It's not that I want it. It's what was set up. If you're gonna set it up. Miguel saying, how would you rank the Sandler movie? Oh, how would you rank Sandler, Delroy, Lourdes Benicio for your supporting actor? Oh, I haven't seen that movie. I heard that movie's great. The one he's in, Penn, Mescal, Skarsgård, mostly locked in thoughts. I got to see everything first. I'm going to see Frankenstein. Ming and I are going to watch that for a reaction. Delroy, what was he in?
Sinners.
Oh yeah. He was great. And Sandler, I got to see. I hope Sandler gets on. What?
Yeah, I haven't seen Jay Kelly the same.
Me either, but I hope he's good enough that he gets nominated. He's such a good dramatic actor.
Yeah,
he's so good.
I don't think Mescal is as locked in as people think.
Well, what was he in?
Performance, the Hamnet film.
Oh,
I don't think he's as locked in as people think.
Okay. Chris Hunt saw Roofman and was great, but the 57 studio logos before it started exactly like a Family Guy bit. I didn't even see that. I got to check. I didn't even think about that and pay attention to it. Simon Section. Glad to see John giving respect to Ed Harris. Christian, respect your keys. I know. I will always respect my keys. Tyler Pfeiffer, you should react to the Derry mid-season trailer. Got goosebumps watching. I can't get over how great this show is. My daughter is obsessed with this show, and I'm not going to do a trailer reaction to it. I think because yeah, I don't know if I want to be spoiled for any of the moments. I'm already locked in. You didn't see the last one though?
No, I'm seeing it this afternoon for sure.
Okay. Eddie, Lydia, you guys see Bale and Leo for Heat 2? Yeah, we reported on it earlier. Hey, PLD or Luke, can you guys send to Jonathan to make sure that is a clip out for Heat, please? Because it's in the questions, he usually doesn't get it. Okay, let's see. Here's the next one, and that is Carver Tate. Congrats on 40K, Ruka. Proof that slow and steady wins the race. You built the channel based on integrity, honesty, respectful critique, which is a very solid foundation on which to keep growing. What a nice comment that is.
It's very nice. Thank you, Carver. I appreciate it. I'm trying, man.
Yeah, you've been doing it
my way. Got to do it my way.
Prady BK, if Saudia is buying Warner Brothers along with Comcast, I think Comcast will have controlling share. They will run Warner Brothers. A foreign country running a major U.S. media empire is a national security risk, don't you think? That's why I asked the question. I know. I'm with you, John, but that's why I asked the question. Is yeah. It's like what you said it though. What are the rules?
Here are the rules. Saudi Arabia will give Trump a big old gold crown, and nobody will say shit about them running Comcast and WB. Let me just put that on the table right now. That's seriously the way it works. It's the way it's working right now. So, I don't think if Saudi's going to put all that money, they're not going to be like, oh well, just run it the way you want. No way. And forget that national security stuff. We're through the looking glass on that with certain countries nowadays.
Simon Section, glad to see one of my favorite actors being considered for Heat 2, but does anyone remember the announcement when Kristian was going to play John Connor? Oh, good for you. Just saying, chill, let man work. Very different. Man working with Christian Bale and DiCaprio as opposed to, and I just talked about the other day, lovingly, McG working with Christian Bale. Very, very different.
Yeah.
Very different. But again, I speak fondly of that because McG was very kind to invite me to that screening way before it was even the visual effects were done. We interviewed him on Claire Live. He's a very nice person. I liked him a lot, but that movie was just not good. Bobby Jackson, the actress playing Glenn Powell's wife in The Running Man is also in Sinners as Pearline. That's what it is. Preacher Boys Lovers, right? And she was great in Sinners. And she wasn't not good in Running Man. She was good. They just seemed like roommates. They didn't seem like lovers. They didn't seem like they were married. I didn't believe that they were together at all.
Right.
At all. It had nothing to do with anything else. That's it. Alex, can I admit something embarrassing real quick? I always thought Derek Jeter was Puerto Rican until like 2 years ago. Devastated when I found out. It's hilarious. Nope, he's not. You're
not alone. A lot of people have been surprised.
Oh, really?
Came out as black. Like a lot of people didn't know he was black.
That's so funny. I mean, I've been following him for a very long time. I've known very, very, very long time. Trey Porter, you guys see Public Enemies with Depp and Bale? The movie I thought wasn't good. Was good. Wasn't really a fan of shooting the movie in digital, but good movie though. Happy to hear that Bale is reuniting with Man. I have to watch that again. I remember being disappointed when I saw it though. I remember being really pumped up to see that movie and thinking like it was fine.
I liked
Public Enemies.
I did. It was much more of a contemplative approach to that story. So I like that kind of stuff.
Maybe I'm remembering it wrong. I don't know, but I remember like because who plays Bulger in that?
No, that's Black Mass.
A Black Mass. The one am I thinking of?
The one 1930s.
Oh, right. Yeah. Two of them.
It was Johnny Depp and Marianne Cotillard in that movie.
I saw it. I don't remember. I can't remember. Shea Markel, December 18th, Avengers Doomsday. Yeah, next year, man. Yeah. It's nuts. Dune has to move, right? Has to. Be so stupid not to.
I agree. 100%.
Future Millionaire. I'd love that. That's one of my favorite. Good for you. Have a good day, guys. You too, Future Millionaire.
Thank you, Future.
Love that. Joey Pedras, Doom Messiah is almost a year away. Think it'll keep the next December date? It can't. Feel like we haven't heard anything for a few months. It only had that date before Avengers lived there. It has to move. And I found a spot for it when we were going through it last week. In like the beginning of November, there's like something that there's like not a big opening, there's nothing going up against it. I think the very beginning of November, but like everything else, there's nowhere to go.
Yeah.
Dick Smoker. my eyes. See Oppenheimer. Really good. Yep. 106, John. 106 as we're pushing to the end there. So there you go.
Thank you all.
106 and John Roca hit it. He hit the 100, guys.
Nice.
Rule.
Thank you guys.
Thank you guys for being here today. And I'm gonna get John one more shot here. Tell you where to go. What you got going on.
Please head on over to youtube.com/John Roca Says. That's the John Roca channel. Either I'm going live tonight or we're going live with a hot mic tonight. A lot of stories, especially that Heat 2 story. Now we're going to talk about it with Jeff for sure. So head on over there and follow me at the Roca Says on all social medias. And of course, the Cinephiles is out now with the Back to the Future breakdown. So listen to that as well. Thank you, Kristian. Thanks, everybody. Happy Monday. Take care.
Thank you to John, and thank you guys for being so supportive here today with 106. Yeah, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, anywhere podcasts are found. Make sure you check out. We're going to just a little bit here. I'm going to put up my and Ming's reaction to It Chapter 2. That'll be up momentarily here on the channel. I'm going to be recording my Demon Slayer stuff with Winston, so it airs on the weekend. I got a reaction with Sam for Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind tomorrow. I'm doing a movie. I'm probably doing an Arnold movie with Steph tomorrow. That probably air on either Wednesday or Thursday. I got my Out of the Theater reaction for Knives Out tonight. Tomorrow is Marty Supreme. I'm going to have a non-spoiler review of Wicked. So the channel's going to be popping this week, guys. Thank you so much for being here. Really, really appreciate you. Comment, click like. Please get those sponsors. Like, I'm giving you some deals here, and it keeps us on the air. So thank you so much. Appreciate you very much. And we'll see you guys on the flip side.
Hey, Willie.